General Yohana, ISUBK, doing it like we do. I can't stop, and I ain't gonna use no baby oil. We're gonna do it right, you know, right? Okay, we're gonna keep it righteous, but we're gonna keep pushing this truth to save brothers and sisters' life. So I'm on today to tell you about the Midwest Fire Weekend. Now, brothers out of Chicago and the whole Midwest, Detroit, Kentucky, who else they got? Indianapolis. I mean, there's a ton of cities in that Midwest. Forgive me if I missed those cities. And all those brothers are going to come together for the Midwest Fire Weekend. And what's going to happen in the Midwest Fire Weekend? It's the biggest and best, one of the biggest and best opportunities for you to get a close-up look at your brothers teaching this truth. A lot of you brothers are out there, been studying, you joining the knowledge, you ready to go, you know you got to hit that street eventually, you getting your crew together, y'all working on these scriptures, but this is what I want you to understand. I want you to take a moment and come through the ISUBK so you can wash all them lies that they've been telling you about before you get here. You're going to have to do that for yourself so you don't get played out here. So this week, that weekend, July 31st to August 3rd, I got General Muhammad here. All of you seen his class. Nobody matches it. He's bad to the bone with the knowledge of the truth. I got Cap McCard with me right here. Another bad cat runs the Hebrew Academy. You see all of them tapes all over the internet, busting millions of views right now, killing the game. You understand? I got brothers coming through to do expungement. Got so much freely to every brother to show you that the greatest weapon we ever had that was given to us from Christ was a real brotherhood. Midwest Fire Weekend, I don't care where you at in the country, take a moment, get in them wheels, hop on that plane, July 31st, August 3rd, go on one of our websites, pull up the hotel, come on out there, bring your crew, you all right. I know a lot of y'all be thinking we too militant, we too hard. Brother, we've been fighting for this truth since 1969. We gonna be hard. But it don't mean you in any danger. We need each other now. You need to not just be out there on your own. With everything that Trump is doing and America's doing, we need to bring the body together. So, come on down. I'm doing my lecture. I don't do that many lectures, but I'm doing the lecture this year. A couple of them actually. And one of them will be during that weekend, and we'll be talking about everything Trump and them's doing. The third world sport with Iran, Saudi Arabia, the Israelis, they still over there shooting. They just hit a air base in Jordan. They killed 3 soldiers, wounded 34 others. Both sides are arming up like crazy. Ain't nothing stopped. They had a little ceasefire, but they're arming up like crazy. Now China is bringing a new jet. What's the name of that jet?
J10C.
The J10C. This is a super duper high power jet. It's a jet made to compete with the F-16 and the F-32 it is? The F-35. So that's they top, they bring in their top dogs into the theater. But here's what the Chinese got. Their jet can put 12 missiles on the bottom of the jet that are hypersonic missiles. These missiles can't get shot down. Wherever they fire at, they move so fast any defense system cannot take it. All this is the Lord's doing. At the same time, Donald Trump is trying to lock up all of our Latino brothers. He thinks he can turn our country, this country we built, into China, where he have our Latino brothers doing all the manufacturing. The boy is psycho. Now we in the end. Wake up, come into the body. So I'm inviting you now. I'm Commander General Young. It's an OG call, okay? I done held this game 40 years. You owe me to at least come see me when I say, come see me before you hit that street. That's just respect. And you should know that, and everybody knows that's how it runs. So come on, see me, man. You in good hands, you safe. Sister's gonna feed you. I wanna holler at you, man. I don't wanna see you after you make 10,000. or general, I want to see you now so I can see where you start and where you finish. Come holler at me, man. The Midwest Fire Weekend. Captain Mawakwa, he's in charge. Him and his team from Chicago, they gonna do it up. And they do it every year, which is why it's so popular. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody come out, man. Now is the time. Bring this body together, man. I'll see y'all later. Y'all want to say something before I go? Y'all good? I see you out there, man. Midwest Fire Weekend. Big shout out to Captain Mawakwa and his whole team out there. We'll see you then, y'all. Shalom. Yeah.
Man, General, I'm feeling good. How are you feeling today, General?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I know you just got back from that North Carolina cookout. How you feeling about that? How everything go down there?
It went good. It went real good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Most High Christ.
Working for the Lord. Say again.
Most High Christ, General.
Damn right.
Damn right. General, first and foremost, I wanted to say for Wada, for joining us for this brief interview, leading up to Midwest Fire Weekend. Of course, you know what I mean. The past few Fire Weekends, we've been having you doing amazing lectures, and doing one this year. You understand? And I wanted to, you know, I ain't want to get at people too much, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be, but just a few questions on why this lecture is so important for our people at this particular time, John.
Right. So,
John, I wanted to ask you, starting off, why this title for this lecture, General? You understand? What's the significance behind this title?
Yeah, read that title.
Yes, sir.
Doing a little quick thing. What? Got General Muhammad in the building. Yabba Fatah, Ibaha Ya, Officer Marat, Officer Yadaya. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of what kind. The title, General, is Are we done yet, and where do we go from here?
Yeah, are we done yet? Meaning, with everything that's going on in the world and the revoking of citizenship, are we done, General? You ain't stopping nothing. You ain't stopping nothing. No, because I think the camera's just narrowly on me. Sorry about that. Did I mess all this up? We need to do this again?
No, you good, General.
I'm good, cool. All right. Are we done yet? Because what a lot of blacks and Latinos are asking, and Native Indians is that it for us as a part of America?
Right.
Are we going to be separated? Are they going to do us in? They talk about building alligator Alcatraz and all these different prisons and all that.
Right.
So that's the first half that needs to be answered for our people's sake. And it's just straight love for our people to really want these answers, to really want to give them these answers.
Yes, sir.
Give them some comfort in the Most High.
And
then the other half is, where do we go from here? Where do we go to get us where we need to go?
Right, General.
So we don't turn back. You know what I mean? Many times we've been in danger. Many times as a people, we've been in danger under the hands of these nations that we fall under.
General.
It's for the same reason. So
yes,
the short answer to the question is no, we're not done.
That's right.
We're nowhere near done.
Yes, sir.
We just getting started. You know what I'm saying? That's the short answer. Slug. We just getting started. We just starting to come together as a nation, rise up as a nation, and be a real body onto Christ.
Yes, sir.
So no, we're not done. Many nations try to destroy us, but here's where we do have to go from here.
Yes, sir.
Something we don't necessarily always want to do, but we had better do it. And what that is we had better take a good look and examination of ourselves after having been underneath the hands of our enemy for 400 years. Examine, is our lifestyle really right according to God?
That's right.
We're supposed to do something different. You know what I mean? A little example of it is this brother that blew his hand up this week.
Yeah,
Shame, man. The brother lost his hand. He got to walk around with. So imagine you got to walk around for the rest of your life with your hand jammed up, knowing that you went out and used fireworks to try to cause some stupid shit like that. One thing if you get it, in an accident or something like that, but you go out there and do something like this, I mean, goddamn.
Yes, sir.
To this brother. So we got to have mercy, and we got to understand that we don't want to down this brother.
Right.
What we want to do is try to utilize his story and other stories just like it to encourage us, man, to really take a deep look at what it's going to take to go forward. Because if America's going to turn their back on us,
yes, sir,
they have been. They really never was with us. I mean,
yes.
Damn near rhetorical. But if they're going to do what they're going to do, then we're going to really need to focus in on the Lord to do something different.
Yes, sir.
The Israelite School UPK has always been up for that since 1969, and we'll continue to be up for it. We'll continue to fix that type of situation.
Yes, sir. Kind of what kind, John. Also, John, I wanted to ask you, who is your focus, and what is your focus for this particular election?
Who is my focus? Well, definitely our Latino brothers.
Okay.
But all 12 tribes are in mortal danger without the Most High right now.
Yes, sir.
All 12 tribes are in mortal. We're doing a quick tape. Good to see you. Yeah, we all the 12 tribes are in mortal danger right now. And we're gonna come together, and it's time for us to be strong, and it's time for us to stop turning on each other.
That's
all
right.
the things that we've been saying in Israelite School UBK, they getting ready to come to pass right now.
Yes, sir.
Then not only they getting ready to come to pass, but we had better also fulfill those things that are required by the Most High.
Yes, sir.
Focus mainly on the Latino tribes because they're in the beginning of it. Even though they're stepping it up to the Haitians, I already said they were going to step it up to the other Benjamite tribes, the Levite tribes. The Haitians, they finally figured out that what we've been saying on that street all this time was true.
Yes, sir.
And they going into panic mode. And they now trying to survive. They know that they now got the Lord's 12 tribes in their hands, and they concerned and scared to death.
Yes, sir.
Now they want to get rid of the Latinos, the Benjamites, and they want to get rid of so-called Black Americans, the tribe of Judah.
Yes, sir.
All of them. So they want to carry it out step by step by step until it goes wherever they want it to go.
Yes, sir.
They're not even focused on the other tribes. So we're going to focus on. I mean, they're not even focused on the other people that are in this country and are doing what they're doing. Instead, they totally focus on us. What a lot of people don't know is that tens of thousands of so-called Israelis were over there in Gaza taking up land, buying land from confiscated land from the Palestinians.
Yes,
they
sir.
put the Palestinians off the land. Some of them fighting in the battle with Hamas, killing them and all that. And then they get to come back to the United States and act like they're just a regular American.
Right.
Nobody questions their dual citizenship or anything.
Yes, sir.
So let them focus on them. We'll focus on the 12 tribes.
Damn right, General. Kind of. I kind of want to throw this one in because seeing what time it is and the things that's going on. And I've been noticing a lot of Black people are wondering, should they be involved in the struggle with the Hispanics and what they're going through? You know what I mean? Should Black people be concerned with Hispanic problems, so to speak? What does you say?
That's a great question. I hope everybody joins me tonight on Real General Yohana tonight, because tonight I'm going to reveal a story about a Jamaican who was born here in the U.S. His father was a Jamaican, came to the United States, got his citizenship, joined the military, spent 18 years in the military fighting wars for the United States of America. He had a son born here, an American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Son got in an altercation, got evicted from his apartment, went back on the property to get something from the apartment, and they arrested him. ICE agents showed up and deported him to Jamaica. This man has never been to Jamaica, and he's a U.S. citizen.
Right.
But because his father's not a U.S. citizen, they got rid of him, and now he's got to fight it out in court.
Oh, God.
That's one example of the different dirty tricks that they are attempting to use in order to not respect the law or the citizenship of the United States.
Yes, sir.
White people are going to pay a hefty price for this because they don't understand. Donald Trump is teaching them to hate us, and all the while, really radicalizing white America. And he's going to radical white America, and then he's going to send them all to war.
Yes, sir.
And all their sons and daughters killed.
John. Yes, sir. John, I got one last question. I ain't want to keep you all night. Again, I appreciate you joining me for this small segment. As the lecture approaches, it'll be August 1st during Fire Weekend right here at the Chicago School, 9909 Roosevelt Road. And
I look so forward to it. Go ahead, Officer.
Absolutely, sir. And seeing on that day, are we done yet, and where do we go from here? For those who have never heard of Commander Jenny and Hunter, what will they take away from this lecture if they in attendance or if they tune in? What will they take away from this lecture?
Well, first of all, they'll take away a good peace of mind. A good peace of mind because they'll have a better understanding of what is going on, what is going to happen in the future according to the Lord.
Yes, sir.
They're going to have a better understanding of that, number one. And that's comfort, number one. Number two, they're going to find out what is really important.
Yes, sir.
Now we come into the time where you're going to learn what is really important and what has not been important. Sure. And you can learn just how strong or weak you and all your people are. So they're going to be able to take away that. And
yes,
of course, all of the other usuals, a close understanding of the Lord, a close understanding of, who we are as a people and why the Israelites do what we do.
That's right.
A good, close understanding of it.
I know what kind, John. Yes, sir. Well, listen, I appreciate you, General, joining us for this small segment. Are we done yet? Where do we go from here? August 1st, Midwest Fire Weekend is going down. It's a free lecture by Commander Jenny Hunter. We hoping all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians will be in attendance. We also will be streaming it free as well. And so we appreciate you for that as well, General, for leaving them down.
I appreciate you having me. I look forward to it. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Testing 1 2 1 2. Captain, man, what up, man? I hope this stuff come out. Man. I hope it come out clear, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come out clear.
The sound and everything, man.
Yeah, I think it should. I got it right here, so we should be good. How it sound? I sound all right?
Sound good, brother.
Sound good. Okay.
You sitting on the Black Power bench. You got the red, black, and green, man. What do you think about that, man?
I think it definitely it gives Harlem a black feel. Yeah. Because Harlem ain't been black for about 5-6 years now.
Since Dr. Khalid passed on. That's longer than that.
Yeah, that's really, because when you think about it, and I always say this, like, when I was having a conversation and I was saying, they always talk about the black community is messed up.
Right.
And I always say, they always try to say that they need the community to police the community. And that's such a farce. It's such a falsehood. It's not the community. The community is not paid to police the community. the cops are paid to police the community. So for example, if a civilian sees a drug dealer selling drugs, that civilian can't go to that drug dealer and say, get off the corner. He can't arrest him. If he was to harm him, he would actually get arrested by the cops for assault, because that's not his job. That's the cop's job. And why do I say that? Before Khalid and before the 2000s hit, Harlem was a black neighborhood, but it was also a drug-infested neighborhood. It was also full of crime, XYZ like that. And then they wanted to integrate. Even if you go back to when y'all first came on 125th and Lenox Ave, remember, that was a vacant lot behind us when y'all came out there. Yeah. And then when they wanted to gentrify it, they brought more police in, they start policing, and now that same area is a Whole Foods now. Yeah. You got Raising Cane's, you got Chick-fil-A, and now you see all these white people, and you know what they gave us? A red and black green.
And we happy with that. We're happy with that. But you know what else that we're happy with? When they name a street after us. Yep. When they name a goddamn street, we think we made it.
Yeah, we are
so happy. Let's just give these niggas the name of a street. You know, we're gonna call this Marcus Garvey Boulevard. Or these niggas are happy with that.
Real talk. And if you go to every Martin Luther King street, that shit fucked up.
Right. Look at that.
every street that they name MLK is all the drug selling, hoes, all type of stuff, man.
Let me ask you, why do black people care so much about Hulk Hogan's death? And what he said, he always used the N-word. He said he always used the N-word.
Like he used the N-word like it's going out of style. And so I think, okay, the hype behind Hulk Hogan was like the first megastar in wrestling. So Hulk Hogan transcended wrestling. Everybody was eat your vitamins. What you gonna do when Hulk Mania run wild on you? So that's pretty much what everybody remembers. But back in like 2015, tapes started surfacing about, he was having a conversation on the website, and I'll make sure I send this to you. He was having a conversation on the website where he was talking about when a black wrestler called him a nigger. And so he started using the nigger word like it was going out of style right in the interview. And let me tell you something. A white actor gets to say nigger, they ain't never acted. They being themselves when they say nigger. And when Hulk Hogan was saying nigger in that interview, he was being himself. And that ain't it. Then a video surfaced, or audio rather surfaced, of him talking about his daughter.
As we reported yesterday, there was a mix of responses when news of Hogan's death became public. Due to Hogan being caught using the N-word on multiple occasions, specifically when referring to the man his daughter was dating, who was in fact black.
And he's mad because his daughter is sleeping with a nigga. And he says, at least let him sleep with a rich nigga.
Damn.
Now, I want everybody to look this up. That audio came out July 24th, 2015. That white man died July 24th, 2025. So all the conspiracy theorists can go crazy because he died 10 years to the day that audio came out. But we always sympathize and empathize with white people. We give white people such a nigga pass. Yeah. It's insane. If you ask I remember, man, when I said Eminem was not the greatest rapper, is not the greatest rapper, you know how many black people fight me to try to tell me how Eminem deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? I said, listen, Eminem out of his own mouth said he's a guest in hip hop. Even out of his own mouth.
Because he knows.
Because he knows. But black people are saying, no, he shouldn't be in the guest house. He should be in the house. And I'm saying, when you think about hip hop is vast. You talk about from the late 60s up to 2025. You know how many black rappers that came through, paved the way, the Slick Ricks, the Schoolie D's, the Scarface, the Ice Cube, and you telling me Eminem is better than them?
All and then of them, Nas and all of them, come on.
Yeah, like all of them. And then so I always ask him, I said, well, give me the hot Eminem line. Give me the line that puts him in that category, and they don't have it. But the reason why they believe it is because we always suffer from, and I might have said this in the last interview, we suffer from a whiteness of he's the daddy that we look up to. Like, especially for black men that don't have a father.
Right.
Like, the white man becomes your daddy. He becomes the, man, if I want to be anything, I could be like him. Just think about all the things you could do. You could be a criminal. That's the white man you're looking up to. You're not looking at the white man. You don't look to white people for righteousness. You look at white people for wickedness. And so when we look at Hulk Hogan, we see him leg dropping and the celebrity status that he has, to where people, I put up this meme on my Facebook where I had a picture of Samuel L. Jackson from Django. You remember in Django when he was like that Sambo?
Yep.
And you got Hulk Hogan and he hugging, and that's how black people look like, mourning over a white man that would call you a nigga if he saw you. And so we suffer from that whiteness. We suffer from, if we ain't looking up to the white man, we lusting after a white woman. And those are the two things that destroy us. Shit, there's a video of this black dude on camera, and a white woman pistol whips herself in the face.
What?
But he being charged with assault. I'm gonna send you the video.
Yes, he's gonna send me that.
I'm gonna send you the video. Yeah. It's on this. If that video is not out, he's in jail for beating a white bitch. And you know what she got in common?
What?
She on OnlyFans too. Like, niggas need to leave these hoes alone. Mm-hmm. You got this white bitch on OnlyFans. She runs into the refrigerator. See, listen. This white bitch runs into the refrigerator. Now he's standing there. Like, so in the video, you see him standing there. Now they in the room together. He's standing there. They're in the kitchen. Runs into the refrigerator, falls on the ground, picks up, it's a gun on the table, picks up the gun, starts smacking it. Down mad, I keep smacking myself. Smacks herself with the gun.
And said he did it.
Said he did it.
Oh, man.
Without that video?
Yeah, he would have been toast. He would have been done.
Because they is not going to believe no nigga over no white woman.
So, in closing of the Hulk Hogan,
in closing of the Hulk Hogan, we got to stop suffering from white love, from looking up to white people. Like, white people, how long are they going to be our idols? Because it just represents the death of us.
Yeah. Now, it's like when you're looking at hip hop, it's always people say, man, you know, they stole jazz from us. They stole R&B. They stole hip hop. I always say, no, we gave it to them.
Yeah.
We handed it over to them. Because when we see white boys like Eminem and all of them, we proud that they can be able to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like we want them to fit in with us. That whole invite them to the cookout shit. It's like we want them, it's like, oh, it's a white, like you could be a bunch of niggas and one white person, and they will gape and like lap like a damn dog thirsty for water to get that one white person.
Check this out, like how much we hate each other so much, and we don't want to see each other rise. Look at DJ Khaled. What the hell is this motherfucker doing where he's making millions of dollars, where we had DJ Clue, we had
DJ Clue, Ron G,
right, like
Kid Capri. Like, we got so many black DJs.
Right.
And here's the crazy part. You know how they get on Latinos for saying nigga? Ain't nobody said Khaled can't say nigga.
DJ Khaled saying the N-word.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like if somebody ever took that in what's that word? Arrogant? I mean,
Arrogance?
Yeah, like if somebody thinks it in another way, they dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Taking it right.
Like if they take it to I'm trying to be, nah, that's like, I grew up like that. It's a slang. It's actually a positive word, the way I use it.
Khaled say nigga like it's going out of style. And that song, I'm So Hood, he said, who? Yeah, nigga! And ain't nobody said, why is Khaled saying nigga? But the Latino can't say nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's move on over to the political side for a minute. Let's talk about Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden. He said smoking crack is safer than alcohol, brother. Joe Biden's son said smoking crack is more safer than alcohol. Talk to us about that.
I had to watch this video about 3 or 4 times because I could not believe that a white man said that. Now, he said 3 things. So before he even gets to the alcohol, they asked him on. So now he's saying, first of all, he breaking down how to make crack. So he talk about all you need is sodium bicarbonate.
Well, the only difference between crack cocaine and cocaine is sodium bicarbonate and water and heat, literally. That's it. This is free. You can go to your neighborhood convenience store and just get. Anyway, I don't want to tell people how to make crack cocaine, but it literally is a mayonnaise jar of cocaine and baking soda.
Mix it, and he says doing it that way takes away all the impurities out of the cocaine. So now it's a hard rock, so you can smoke it. Clearly, this is a drug addict.
I don't want to have the experience of some euphoric recall. That's how powerful crack cocaine is. Does crack cocaine make you act any differently? No. Is it safer than alcohol? Probably. People think of crack as being dirty. It's the exact opposite.
like Hunter Biden. Remember they found cocaine and everything in the White House.
Yeah.
And he's a criminal.
Right.
Joe Biden, I remember Joe Biden said he would never pardon a relative, but he pardoned his son. He made sure his son did not go to jail. That's the advantage.
Same thing with fucking Trump.
Yeah, Trump do the same thing.
He pardons all the dudes that ran up in the White House.
Pardon everybody that ran up in the White House. And so then he says, so they asked him, so he says there's no difference between sniffing cocaine and smoking crack. And I don't know, like, if you grew up, anybody that is old as me and seeing what crack did, when it was just cocaine, you know, and this is not to make any drug, like we shouldn't do no drugs.
Right.
But when we talk about sniffing cocaine, there was downsides to sniffing cocaine. But when it came to crack, women was selling their babies.
Word.
I mean, I ain't talking about diapers. I ain't talking about clothes. I'm talking about selling their child for crack.
That demon, bro.
I mean, there was a demon. Like, you one hit of that crack, you walking around here like a zombie. Remember, Public Enemy had Night of the Living Baseheads. Because that's what they would call them. If we saw New Jack City and you see how Pookie Chris Rock was, that's what crack did, where you would be like a walking zombie out here. When I was coming up, I remember this woman let 10 men in her house. All of them did her so she can get high off of crack. That's what crack did. But that's what stupid white people do. White people that are drug addicts, they don't understand what they're saying. And what Hunter Biden is representing is the criminologist mind state that America has, where he wants, you know what he wants? He wants cocaine to be legalized like alcohol is legalized. That's why you make a statement like that. You make a statement
like weed is now, because weed is now.
So you see weed, and that's where we're going. We're going to a space where there won't be a drug that you can't legally buy. That's the space that we get into. So if weed is coming, cocaine coming, crack coming, to where you be able to go to a convenience store, buy weed, crack, cocaine, heroin, everything. That's what Joe Biden represents, because America is a criminal organization.
Do you think they getting skied up in the White House?
Hell yeah. They skied up. They having sex with the hoes in the White House. Right. Remember Clinton was getting head in the White House? Yeah. Clinton was getting straight up head from Monica Lewinsky. Right. You don't think Trump, he a rock star, you don't think Trump on the White House tearing tail up? Probably young underage tail too. There's videos coming out with Trump. There's this video, I'll make sure, everything I'm saying, I'm gonna make sure I send it to you. Yeah. There's a video where Trump sees a 10-year-old white girl and says, I'm gonna see you in 10 years.
Thursday night, you going up the escalator? I'm gonna be dating her in 10 years, can you believe it?
You can hear him say, I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
The part of that video that's actually a little haunting is when you hear the girl, you hear her young voice, and he's like, can you believe I'm going to be dating her in 10 years? You goddamn creep.
Man, get out of here, man.
Yeah. He says, I'm going to see you in 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a video that says that. So, yeah, they doing all of that shit, man. They getting high, they fucking hoes, they doing all of that right in the White House. Damn. The White House ain't no place of sanctity. There ain't no God-fearing people in the White House. It's criminals, thieves, and hoes in the White House.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yo, let's harken back on Shannon Sharp from last week.
Okay.
We talked about Shannon Sharp last week.
Yeah.
And I asked you, how much did he get paid? I didn't know at the time.
Yeah, we didn't know. Right.
So now we got more information.
Right.
Shannon Sharp allegedly paid $23 million to the OnlyFans model, which was more than he got paid in the NFL. So he paid $23 million.
23, yo.
Come to us, man.
$23 million for some pussy?
Shannon Sharp allegedly settled with this girl for reported $23 million.
He's the man that came up with the term African American. Right. We from now on we call African American. But now if somebody run up on you and say we should leave this place, you turn to them and say, where we gonna go?
They have the American flag and the symbols of red, white, and blue, but it's black people.
Right.
So it's not they're not repping who they are.
Right.
They're repping the country that they serve.
These leaders that don't care about their community, you know what I'm saying, that always, you know what I'm saying, just focusing on winning gold medals and championships and different things of that nature, and have no thought to the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, it's gonna come back at home.
Enough for hearing that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rosewood. Even Emmett Till was somewhat similar. It's like once something happens to a white woman, that's the justification to kill all niggas.
At the same city, at the same time as the Klansmen, the Purple Boys had a mass march on the other in downtown, but blocks away, and did not cross paths with that.
Real Nigga University in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Shalom Israel was good. Round Table of Truth. Y'all know how we do it, man. So you right here. You know what I'm saying? We on deck. Midwest 5 weekend in full effect. Get out of hand.
That's right.
You understand? And of course, man, we got to run through it like always and pay homage. First, we want to pay homage to the Most High, Yahweh in the Hebrew, God of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Right. We like to call him the nigga God because that's what he is. You understand? And of course, we want to give it up to our King Yahweh Shah Mashiach,
right,
whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And of course, we got to give it up to the man with the plan, none other than Commanding General Yohana.
That's right.
Got to give it up to my hosts that rock it out with me every week. To my right, we got Officer Lamakiala in the building. And to my strong left, we got Officer Yaradan in the building. To my far right, we got Officer Iwalam in the building. And to my far left, we got Officer Mayad in the building. I always got to give it up to my team on the ones and twos, the engineers, the best engineers in our education.
Hey, come on, sir.
You other engineers, you step your game. That's you want me to tell you. I just feel like I got the best engineers in the game. Yeah, this there. Give it up for Officer Ramawan in here, man. Doing what he do. And man, listen, the brother, man, hardcore to the bone, Officer Raj Karab. We got a ton of special guests that's gonna join us here on the Round Table of Truth today, as it is the Midwest 5 weekend, the second cookout, you know what I'm saying, of all the cookouts. I think it's 5 cookouts in total in the ISUBK. We the second one. I think New York, you know what I'm saying, is coming up next, the Big Apple. You know, New York City, we're gonna be down there, of course, as well.
Headquarters,
you understand? And y'all listen, y'all hear him. Listen, y'all hear him on the mic already. Y'all already know. It ain't but one nigga that talk crazy to me like that. And it is none other than Captain Tazan. Yeah, goddamn it.
Do not call him the Kimmer Killer no more. He go by everybody killer. Everybody gets ass whooping.
Everybody.
Just raise your hand.
Everybody. Yeah, just put it up. If you ain't in the school, you liable to get fucked up. If you ain't in the school.
I thought that was a damn real alarm. I
Nah, damn iPhone, man.
Oh, okay. So fire is over there. Man, so y'all know how we do it, man. Roundtable True Midwest Fire Weekend. Big up to Commandant Jenny and Hannah for making all this possible. You know what I'm saying? Jenny and Hannah gonna be doing his election tomorrow in a few minutes. Also, we got General Shawamar about to join us on the Roundtable Truth. We got a whole breakdown, you know what I mean, on how to fix blacks and Hispanics. It's about to be real heavy. This the kickoff, you know what I'm saying, for the Midwest Fire Weekend, man. We got a ton of events back to back, you know what I mean. We hope you can make it. If you can't make it, tune in. We going live on basically every damn thing. Even when we kicking it, you gonna see Oscar Rob flip some phone up in the air. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be eating a sandwich or something to drink. Damn, going live. But we gonna do what we do. Man, what's up, Cap? Talk to me, man. Where we at with everything, man? You know you do a lot in the earth, man. Where you at with it, man? What's the latest?
I do got a debate against Andrew Wilson, this white guy.
Okay.
He wanted to
That
debate.
sounds like a white dude name.
Andrew Wilson.
Straight to the point, Andrew Wilson.
We're supposed to debate is polygamy a sin? Oh, that's a beautiful wife.
That is.
Yeah, I get to go out there and prove that we can have all the wives we want.
Right.
Come on, man.
Great battle. Especially against this white boy. Now, on a personal note, I get to get some get back because this is the white boy that you know, the gay nigga Gorilla Hebrew was on when I had hopped on that live stream with Cooley and the white boy, and he was talking about, you know, the white boy was saying there's supposed to be no more prophets.
Right.
So I cut him in the scriptures showing that there is prophets at the Christ.
That's
and
it.
then the prophecy we give is teaching, and then this gay nigga come out the woodworks talk about he give prophecies and shit.
Oh,
so then
good night.
yeah, I get prophecies all the time. That's what the gay nigga I'm talking about is Gorilla Hebrew.
Right.
And
Right.
then give one prophecy.
You should have gave the prophecy of his ass.
I got a prophecy that is gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? That my woman was pegging me in my ass.
Right. There was a paid purchase. It was bought, and I hit it.
He said, "I made it disappear."
Yeah, I made it disappear. Yeah, I made it
The
disappear.
magic trick.
Right. But I hate it because in the battle, now I had never did a live stream like battle with this cat before ever. I'm talking about the Gorilla Hebrew cat.
Right.
So as I put the white boy in his place, he messed it up when he came in with that because now the white boy stopped talking to me.
Yeah.
He want Gorilla to show the prophecy. Now, okay, show me the prophecy.
He could tell like this cat don't know.
Yeah, right, exactly. So show me your prophecy. Show me your prophecy. So I get to get a one-on-one with him.
Yep.
And then beat him pretty bad. So we got that coming up. You
Man,
got
give it up. What's the date on that?
Next Thursday, August 7th.
And what's this gonna be filmed?
It's gonna be on my channel.
On what's that?
Cooley gonna have it on his channel, Captain Tazariak TV.
Captain Tazariak TV. Make sure y'all subscribe to that.
7 o'clock. General Hyman gave me the green light to do it because that's technically when class is. But he gave me the green light to do it.
That's right.
So I'm gonna go and whoop his ass.
Man, most time, they got the right man to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, I do debate.
40, what was it? 40, you on 40?
40, the internet say about 43.
47, 40.
Yeah. By the time this weekend over, it'll be about 45.
Yeah. Go ahead, LeBron.
Yeah, so when he says, so the white boy was saying that there's no prophets after Christ. And I think it's in Corinthians where it says to some he gave prophets, some he gave teachers, some he gave. So once I read that scripture, it disarmed the white boy. So then the white boy switched it to, well, what prophecy do y'all give? What type of prophets that you are? And so I went to Matthew 12 when Christ said, remember when they asked, they said, show us a sign. And then Christ said, a wicked and perverse generation seeking for a sign, but you only going to get the sign of Jonah. Jonah's sign was repentance. And that's all of our prophecy right now. We preach, if you don't repent, you're going to die. And that was it. And then the gay nigga come out of the woodwork. Well, I gave a prophecy all the time. I gave like 4 or 5 prophecies that have actually come to pass. That's what he said.
That's it. But you know what? Something like that, you know what I'm saying? The script, big shout out for that cut too. You gave. Everybody should write that down. You know what I'm saying? But it just show you how proud this cat Gorilla Hebrew was.
He running around calling himself, what was he, the chief head priest?
He was the chief head priest.
The chief head priest.
Yep. Call that nigga the Rain Man. He said he used to rain when it come around.
So there he get on. Now he felt as though that he could get on the mic, get me right on this and say, you know what I'm saying? I didn't got a ton of prophecy. And listen, the Lord got a great way of humbling the man when he think. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Real talk.
You think if you something, you know what I'm saying? You nothing. I'm paraphrasing what the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? You got to, when you learn this truth out, you got to come in here, man, be as humble as possible, man. You understand? Because the Lord could have woke anybody up. You understand? And it goes to show you what happened with Gorilla Hebrew is what happened when you don't come to the one body of Christ.
That's right.
Which is the ISU.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what you're doing if you're not in ISUBK, to be honest with you. And the other thing I want to add, I think he said that because he didn't like how easy it was to just answer the question.
Right.
Like he wanted to be something magical, profound, so that the spotlight, could be on him.
That's it.
Because we intimidate a lot of Israelites. I don't know if y'all ever noticed that. You ever see a bunch of Israelites huddled up together and you come around and like, man, what do we do now? That's how it be. That's what you're supposed to do. So it's like, okay, how do I one up what Cap said?
Right.
When really he should have just been content with, if that was the answer, that's the answer.
I ain't gonna lie, when I seen you and him up there together, I say, man, why is Cap sitting with this clown?
Yo, I didn't know. Now my defense, I'm at my rib crib. I'm in Houston.
Okay.
I'm at my rib crib.
Yeah.
And a brother texted me and he said, this how I found out. What's the other dude, the corny dude? I think he gay too. No, not Cooley. Saint. Saint's a homo.
He does.
Marquette. Saint's a homo.
Yeah.
But so the same way I found out about Saint, because I forgot about Saint when we were supposed to do the whole hookup. I forgot who he was. So I just be sitting in the house and I got a random text. Hey Cap, you got to come on this live stream. The Israelites looking bad. That's how they send me the text message. So I clicked the live stream and I knew of Cooley by looking at him, but I didn't know him.
Right.
And so when I jump on the live stream, that's when I see Gorilla Hebrew. But I'm already on the live. So if I leave now, it's like I'm leaving because he on there.
Right.
So that's the only reason. If I would have watched it first, I probably wouldn't have hopped on there. I would have watched this scene out. Once he would have got embarrassed, I probably would have let him get embarrassed by himself.
He always just itched me the wrong way because he always felt like he was on your level. You know?
Right.
We neck and neck on this shit. Right. What are you talking about?
Let me tell you, a lot of my UBK brothers love to come to me after it was found out he was getting pegged. I told you, Cap.
Look, I was the first one. Look, I kept calling. Hey, y'all can't pick up. I think I called him like 7 times. Like, no, I told you about this nigga, man. I'm gonna hit you back to back on
I told you, Cap. And that's just to give. You gotta look at it like, well, this is how I look at it. This is the only thing I say to my UPK brother. I don't look at Gorilla Hebrew any more different than I look at like Shaka or Seti or somebody. They all just niggas in the world to me. They just happen to be calling themselves Israelite or something. So you build up a rapport. So I build up a rapport with all these people. You know what I mean? I chill with all these. Well, I only chill with Gorilla once.
Right.
In the time that I knew him. So that's just how it be. But of course, because he called himself an Israelite, it is gonna attach more to you because he's calling himself an Israelite. So I get why people would say, "Hey, nigga, your boy" and shit like that.
Damn right.
But I will tell you this though, it make me mindful about who I affiliate with, like even like associate or something like that. And there was a podcast I was recently on. I ain't gonna say the name of the podcast yet, but a podcast I was recently on, and then somebody sent me a video, and in the video they sent me, they asked the guy whose podcast I was on. They was like, if it's legal to be with a 12-year-old, would you get with a 12-year-old?
Right.
He said yes.
Damn.
Wow. So and then his excuse was he was trolling. I don't know how you could troll 12.
No, you
don't do that. So once I found that out, I said I can't fuck with you no. You know what I mean? So it just made me up the ante as far as who people are deal with.
Real talk. If I could quick switch lanes real quick, man. Lately, man, you've been going in on Dr. Umar Johnson. Give me right on that. Y'all the brother that, you know what I'm saying, been in the news a few times. And you know, man, for sure I done seen you make a few clips about it, you know what I'm saying? So if a person might say, saying, why are you coming so down so hard on that brother, what would be your response?
My response is like he's a letdown. What I mean by letdown is like his full sexual deviancy is on full display.
Yeah,
and when I say full display, like a couple of years ago, back in like 2014 or 15, he had this controversy of a conscious stripper.
Right.
Where there was some woman that came to him, blackety black, tail, everything, but she was a stripper. And he kind of like survived that. Nobody talked about that. And then in March is when the whole baby mama scandal came out, where we find out that he got 2 baby mamas he ain't doing shit for, XYZ like that. And then in essence, we kind of all stood for him because we know what black women do.
Right.
We know that black women will vilify you and stuff like that. So instead of just jumping out and condemning them, people was like, nah, we know what black women do. Let's wait and see. And the story he gave seemed to be believable. Now, I'm not saying that the story is a lie or not.
Right.
But when the character flaws start coming in, is now there was a video of him saying that God said don't have premarital sex.
Right.
That's what he said on camera. He said this is why God say don't have premarital sex. And now he's talking about throat goat, masturbation.
Right.
He talking about all kind of shit. Fishy coochie, but he been there multiple times.
That's it.
Right.
So now when you take somebody like he parades himself as Frederick Douglass' relative,
Right.
venerates Marcus Garvey.
Right.
People look at him as like a modern day leader, like a Malcolm X type, XYZ like that. And whether I agree with those prior men or not,
right,
they don't have sex scandals.
Right.
You know, they ain't out there. There was a recent video I just put up where he on an airplane. There's a black woman. Now I don't know if she a Hamite though.
Right.
Because I don't know where he at. So
Regardless of what she was.
Regardless of what she was.
Totally off.
So he takes the camera. Now she got, full of tail. The tail is out of this world. And it was so.
Can we get a replay on? No, he's not.
And his sexual deviancy on full display because now that's some stalker shit.
That's it.
Because he takes the camera, not only films her, make a skit out of it. Play the Johnny Gill song, There You Go. And he just looking at her. And then when she spots him looking at her, he puts the Metal Gear sound like that. And then she walks away because she don't want to be on camera.
That's it.
And this supposed to be who's the leader. So what's
he pretty much, I want to say this, it was really a violation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, we men, you see a beautiful woman, you look for a second or two, but to pull out a phone and film her, you know what I'm saying, it was a bit much. But go ahead, y'all.
That's a sex, like that's almost sexual assault. You
She
can say, why would you do that? Why would you put me? What if she don't want to be on social media?
Right.
So the way that he's conducting himself, at some point, it just got to be exposed.
What the school? What's
going on the school.
in Delaware. Big shot if I could.
Yeah, big up the real nigga that know how to bring school.
You know what I'm saying?
Cap Zazawine.
2 schools.
ISUBK Delaware.
ISUBK done built 2 schools in Delaware. This nigga got 1 school.
They
got every donation in the planet.
Every week he coming up with the schools. Well, it look like it's gonna be an issue with the toilets.
And we got to paint.
What was it?
And we got the floor broke out. And we got to paint. We got to put some paint on the doors.
They just
You know what's
vandalized
crazy? He put out some video where they bust out the window or broke into it.
Yeah.
But when he's looking at the floor, it's like CDs and shit on the floor. When the last time y'all niggas seen a CD? They don't even put CDs in the car. They don't even get CD players. Laptops don't have CDs on them. Don't nobody use them. Like using a CD to now is like somebody bringing up a cassette tape.
Right.
It's just outdated material. So that's not real. You know what I mean? And he's begging for money. You know the saddest part. He puts out a video, and here's how you know he lying. So he puts out a video saying his partner asked him for some money. And he's so egotistical in this regard. He says, so the homie asked the Prince of Pan-Africanism for some money. But he's talking about himself. He could just say me. But he got to say the Prince of Pan-Africans. That's the story. That's what his peons like to listen to. They like to hear that type of rhetoric. And that 3 times, that's like a chant. When he say that shit 3 times, that's programming. Then you got to snap yourself out of it. You got to snap yourself out of it because you'll get programmed in it.
So one of the brothers was just saying that.
Officer Karyas
was bringing that out. He take some type of classes or something where he say that's what people do when they want to program.
Yeah, that's all that's psychological. That's that 3-time chant. Yeah, that's psychological to get it embedded in your brain. And so as he's saying that, and he's saying my bank account is frozen because of fraud. It can't, like your bank account's being frozen can't be something that somebody else did. It can only be something that you did. I've experienced where somebody had gotten some money out of my account that I didn't know nothing about. All they do is they're gonna check your last transactions. They gonna walk put y'all.
Right, give it up.
So all they really gonna do is freeze the card or cancel the card, check the last couple transactions, make sure it's you. But if you go in the bank, you'll get access to that money. You'll be able to have access to that. You won't not have access to the money. You just got to go to the bank. And so what happens is he claimed that he got fraud, and so now for the first time ever, the Prince of Pan-Africanism needs your money.
Right.
If that ain't a lie, like this nigga been begging for cash apps forever. Remember that time he said, "We appreciate the $20 donation. Next time, give more. I know that's all you had."
Damn.
How do you?
Damn.
Like the audacity.
That's rough.
Saying, I know that's all you had. He basically saying, "Bitch, you broke, but I'll take it. Next time, get more money." Like he forcing them to hustle. So all of that is a time where it should be exposed. It should be brought to the limelight. It shouldn't be hid. And so that's the reason for it. So if anybody want to know why I'm not letting it go, that's the reason why.
Damn right.
Go ahead, Avalon. Man, if I could, Cap, I mean, since I've been in the ISUBK, Umar has been building that school. It seemed like, I mean, in my opinion, he's like a running joke now. Maybe like 8 years ago, he probably had a little respect of the people, but now he's the cat known to make a joke out of the snow bunny. Don't mess with white girls. So you know, it just seemed like his time is up now.
Oh yeah,
definitely
right.
And the more no, you got
so Lockie. So now I just want to backtrack to this whole Frederick Douglass joint, right? Ain't Frederick Douglass a heathen?
So we listen. That I had said that earlier. Like we got to what side of Frederick Douglass is he on?
Right.
Because they say Frederick's biological father is a heathen, and that his wife's black husband just raised him that way. That's how he has the last name Douglas.
Right.
So maybe he's talking about that Douglas.
Okay.
So we got to find out. We got to find out which side of the coin that's on. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but that's what make it disgusting. And then the other part, as a man, on some man shit, he's handling this like a woman. Like he got some woman talking about him. Let me tell you something. If a woman talk about me online, man, you can talk about me all day. I'm gonna just say she's mad because she ain't getting this rod no more. That's why she talk about me. You wanna know why she mad? She ain't getting this rod. She ain't getting this wisdom. She ain't getting none of the support anymore. And this is what women do. And you know what? Men are going to believe that. Right. And to some extent, women are going to believe that.
Right.
But when you get out there and you calling her fishy coochie, but then you say you was with her by your own words 3 times, nigga, you like fishy coochie. Either she ain't really got fishy coochie, or you like fishy coochie. So that's the only thing that it can't. There ain't no middle ground with that. Like, cause you could get caught out there one time.
Right.
Let's say you meet a sister, you know, you think she clean and holistic and all that. And you get with her in that box just fuming. And now you stay there.
That's right.
Cause you like, well, I'm already here. Y'all were down.
Right.
No, I'm saying I'm already here. I'm telling you, I'm putting it on me. So y'all were done. Said, don't put that on me. No, so that's why I'm putting it on me. So if I keep going back, y'all gonna be like, nah, Cap. My call gonna come to me. Hey, let me keep round table talk. Hey, I think you like fishy coochie. You keep going back to it. So either he like it or that's just a trope that he's saying. You know what I mean? And all that is just the trash talking he talking about. He mentioned masturbation. We want to know who masturbating. Well, I don't want to know technically, but he's him saying that because he said all it was 2 years of throat goat, marriage, and masturbation. Like, what is that? That's what he said out of his own mouth. So what does that mean?
That's it.
So he's really embarrassing. And what's going to be more embarrassing is the more black people are fighting for him.
Right.
They fight. They're going to fight for him like they fight for Diddy.
Right.
Like they fight for Shannon Sharp.
Right.
Like they fight for all of them because being a sexual deviant is not frowned upon in the black community.
Right.
No matter what your sexual deviancy is, it's almost like they slept with underage girl. It's all right.
Right.
They slept with underage boy. You can forgive that.
Right.
They forgive all of that.
Right.
Like Diddy getting those charges dropped. They look at that like Diddy beat the feds.
Right.
They don't look at it like the Lord might have had a little slight mercy on him, but we shouldn't mess with him no more.
Right.
They look at it, Diddy beat the feds, so now all the sexual deviants like, man, I ain't gotta stop doing what I'm doing. I could watch like Gorilla Hebrew for sure. He said I could keep watching.
Right.
Diddy watching, I could watch.
Right.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
night.
He's a cuckold.
Yeah. Gorilla, yeah. He got all types of helmets.
He got a lot of demons. That's what people be. I seen this out in the hill on Gorilla. People be talking about that's his white side. Now we don't really do the whole black white side, but that is very Edomite-ish.
Listen, that's a straight up fact.
God.
Man, listen, man, we want to give it up, man. We got General Shawamar in the building. Joining us on the round table of truth. General, how you feel?
I'm Tawab. How y'all brothers feel?
Doing good, sir. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you.
Pleasure to have you here, General.
Finally. It's been a second. I know you've been trying to get me up for a minute. Life itself.
That's it. Yeah. Right. How was that ride up, General?
12 hours straight. It was a tough ride, but it wasn't, it wasn't bad at all.
Damn right.
I hit some traffic, coming up, but once I got through the traffic, good to go.
Damn right.
And I just want to say the water to you for all of the hospitality. I'm talking about from the time that I hit the city.
Damn right.
You had a drink waiting on a brother. I had food waiting in the office. I didn't reserve my rooms correctly. You made sure that I had a room to lay my head in last night. So I really appreciate that.
Oh man, we appreciate you. Y'all don't know, General been putting in this game, putting his work and his truth for a very long time. General, how many years do you got in the game and the truth?
I think about 35 years.
That's 35 years of knowledge, wisdom, you know what I'm saying, and toiling, you know what I'm saying, and of course you see how this work is now all over the country.
Damn right.
How does it feel to see where the truth was and to where it is now? What is your outlook on that?
The way I see it, the way that it was and the way that it is now, like the school has always been strong. Even before the split, the school was strong. But after the split, the biggest difference that I noticed is in the brothers. Like right now, I see yourself, Captain Tazariak, you got Captain Ariak, all these brothers that's sitting around this table. The spirit that's on the brothers are different from the spirit that was on those brothers. And it's you just got to say what it is.
That's it.
And the spirit that was on those brothers, it wasn't unity the way that I see it right now.
Right.
Of course, we got some things we got to deal with in here, and that's everywhere you go, you're gonna have some issues. But for the most part, the way I see it is that the school is real strong right now, and it's strong because of the leadership. Again, Captain Tazariak, yourself, you got Captain Aria, you got Captain DeBar Moff, and the beautiful thing about the truth is this: all of us are gonna go through problems. We're gonna all have issues, ups and downs. But where where the real men are at, I'm talking about the men that are strong, is because they stay. They stay. They fight.
Real talk.
Whatever is coming up against them, they don't leave because it ain't been easy.
Right.
Hell, it's been a time where I had to take a break, and I was probably gone for maybe about a year. And General Hahn stepped in. He stepped in and he put in the work for me. So it was a lot of questions my brother used to ask. Well, what happened with that whole situation?
Right.
All of us are going to go through situations in this truth and along your journey.
That's it.
The main thing that we got to remember is not to drop your sword. Regardless. I don't give a damn if you're going for 6 months, a year. Just stay in communication with the brothers. Let them know what's going on. And don't drop your sword. Because me and Commander Junior Hunter had a talk when I was driving up here. And the talk was, we was talking about different brothers and, you know, how we've had to persevere through this. And the biggest thing is brothers will complain about the counsel that they've gotten from General Muhammad. And this is the problem. The counsel that they've gotten from some of you brothers.
Right.
Why, if you believe in the truth and you really down for the truth, when you leave the truth, you show us that you never believe.
Right.
And that can be proven in the scriptures.
That's
It can be proven in the scriptures because if you really if you pass judgment, Captain Tazaryak passed judgment, General Muhammad passed judgment, Commander Junior Hunter passed judgment on a brother. If the brother feels like it's not right or that it's unfair, then that brother should not leave the truth because he couldn't have his goddamn way. And that's what we do. We leave the truth because we can't have our goddamn way. Instead, what the brother should have done was requested to take it all the way to the top and do what the scriptures say. Hell, bring it before the whole goddamn congregation. That's it. Bring it before the whole congregation, and then guess what? Let the congregation decide. But brothers don't do that. Brothers have never done that. What they do is run and then slander the school. And that's what caused the division before. But what I've seen with you brothers, y'all ain't letting that shit. You wanna leave. Bye. And say y'all not letting that happen. They let stuff like that break the school down before.
That's it.
But I noticed that it's a big difference with y'all brothers. Y'all not letting one or two brothers leave the school. You want to leave? See, we'll go and get another brother replace you.
That's it.
Damn heartbeat, just like that. Damn right. And that's the difference.
Damn right. Give it up. Give it up. Man, listen, John, it's so heavy. You say that, you know, we came up, my yacht, you know what I'm saying? REI, we was down there when, you know, around 2009, 10, 11, you know what I mean? When it was just DC, really DC and Philly, you know what I'm saying? And of course, there was some hard days, you know what I'm saying? So ain't no way in the world we can let somebody really even care about somebody who's not genuine about this work. If they leave, man, shalom. You know what I'm saying? Right. We need kept right on ticking.
That's right. And that's the beauty in it. Like when you say, like if you ask, well, what would keep you around that long through all the ups and downs?
That's right.
It's because I seen Arya come in. Hell, man, Arya was probably half his age right now the first time I saw him. And then I seen Tazaryak. I seen yourself. I don't remember you from Chicago for real.
Right.
I remember you from Philly.
Right.
I used to see you in Philly all the time. And then I see brothers like y'all that y'all are now building this school. And so it makes me feel good that, okay, damn, man, I'm getting older. I'm pushing 60, but I can rest assured in my mind, if Yahushua haven't returned, then guess what? Y'all brothers take the banner and y'all gonna run with it. And y'all gonna do bigger and greater things than we've done with this. And that gives us a great sense of comfort to know that, you know what, we got a few years left in us. Don't y'all think we folding just yet. we see that y'all getting ready to come with it, and we welcome it. That's what we want to let y'all know. I love to see Captain Tazaryak that, guess what? He don't know. He's like my secret idol, his goddamn self. And my mother the other day, I know you think I'm lying about it.
No, I don't.
I know. Text message. Right. She is 83 years old now. I'm gonna tell you the power that this brother has. And I don't even know if he know he got this power. But my mother's 83 years old, and she looking at Captain Goddamn Tazaryak on TikTok. I'm like, hold on, number one, what the hell you got a TikTok? 83 years old. Right. Then you watching him, and then she gonna say, well, you know what? I thought it was you. You look like him. But it just goes to show that the work that these brothers and that y'all brothers, all you brothers are putting in,
damn right, John,
it can't be touched. Don't worry about, and I have to say this, don't worry about how big the school is. Because I'm gonna say this, and Commander Junior Hunter gonna bring it out in his lecture. Those purple cats, they look like they bigger than us. They look like they stronger than us. But how in the hell can you march 1,000 men in a city?
Right.
go and surround the church, do all that nonsense, and you don't feed one person in that city. I don't know if anybody thought about that. You got 1,000, 2,000 men in the city, and you can't feed one family.
One.
Once we start to really hit on that, the people gonna say, "Well, what the hell is their purpose here?
Right.
What are they doing here?
Right.
They're not trying to help us. You know, they're not helping the community. So that's what this is all about.
Right.
When we hold fast that the truth is about really, and what Yahushua did, and what our mission is to reach out to our brothers and sisters. You know, the Negroes, the Native American Indians, the Hispanics. We supposed to be reaching out to each other.
That's it.
And then once we connect with them, it's our job, it's our duty as priests and prophets of the Lord to make sure that they get this truth. And if they don't accept it right away, what we got to do is not turn our back on them.
That's right.
So that's the big thing. That's it.
Anybody got questions for General Shawamar, please ask. Now is time. You know what I'm saying? You got 30, 40 years worth of history sitting up right here right now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Come on, LeBron. Give him that mic. Okay.
Go ahead.
For coming here and sharing his wisdom. You once made a statement, and I believe it was either on Facebook or either YouTube, or it could have been a class, and you mentioned I believe it was you mentioned brothers wearing skinny jeans, and kind of what you're saying right now kind of go with that. If you can expound on what you meant when you said you remember the statement you made.
Brothers, I done made so many statements.
Okay, so you were saying
big shout out to General Shawamar, all his quotes on Facebook, man. He rock all over with that.
They're supposed to be the bomb. I'm telling you, they're supposed to be the bomb.
I'm joking, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. It's a good thing to have a competitive spirit, right?
Yeah, right.
And all the brothers compete to a certain extent.
God,
but boy, I be battling with your ass on the goddamn quotes,
oh,
man. I be like, hold on, my car got like 4 different accounts. I'm trying to like, damn, I just give up some days.
You inspired me to go. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing because it's another way for us to reach our people.
That's right.
I know that those are not scriptures just being put out there, but kind of just expounding on what Captain Cesariak was just saying. You know, we got to reach the people where they at. They don't be up here with us. That's why the scriptures also say use words that's easy to be understood. They understand all them little worldly quotes and stuff like that. And then once you can get them to start to interact with you, then you can say, well, this is what I was trying to say. Or this is what I meant. But if I put it out here like this, y'all would have just totally ignored it. That's just what it is, you know.
Right, sir. So I believe you kind of hit on to it with what you just said, but I believe the spirit of what you were saying was don't reject them brothers based on what they wearing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, you know, and myself included, kind of frown on brothers with this new dress code. You know what I mean? Where they pants down to their butt. You know what I'm saying? You got anything you want to say on that, on top of that, sir?
Definitely. I'm gonna tell you just like this. Christ would have went to the brothers with the skinny jeans on. He would have went to the whores. He would have went to the drug addict. Those was his people that he hung out with.
Right.
Like he said, if you already healed, you don't have no need for a physician.
Right.
You know, the people that's sick, those are the ones that need a physician. So a lot of times those are the types of people, like I said, with those quotes that I bring out, I'm trying to reach the people that don't have the truth.
Right.
I'm trying to reach the brothers and sisters that need the help, that need assistance.
Right.
Those are the people that once, and all of us are going to see this in a minute too, brother. When Trump finished doing everything that he's doing,
come on, John.
We're not going to be able to make it without those brothers and sisters that have not come into the school.
That's it.
I pray you understand. The brothers and sisters that have not come into this school is going to get to a point, if they don't support us, that the white man going to have his way with us. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're watching the news, Trump getting ready to take D.C. back from Muriel Bowser, who is the mayor in D.C.
Right.
He's getting ready to take D.C. back. When he take D.C. back, one of the things that he's going to say, he's going to ask, what have you all done with these guys out here on these street corners that's yelling and cussing the white man out all the time. And then what's gonna happen? He gonna mention, well, it's happening in New York, it's happening in Chicago. Y'all got these people out here cussing us out all day long. What are you all gonna do about this?
Right.
And you think they're just gonna lay back and they're gonna just ask us to come off the streets? Right. And it's funny because me and Commander Junior Hanna was talking about this yesterday. At any day. And this is where you're gonna find out where the real men at. That's why I'm gonna bring it out right goddamn. ICE can knock at your door any day and say, guess what? It's time for you to go. You got to get out of here. And then we're gonna see where we really at as men. Because now, and the general gonna bring it out too. At any time, they can knock at your door and say, hold on, y'all are enemies of the United States of America. We done looked at all the tapes, all the videos. We've been watching y'all for years, but now we got a president where we can do something to you all. Y'all got to get out of here. We sending y'all to Guantanamo Bay. We gonna send you to alligator something like that. What you gonna do then?
That's it.
But I'm gonna tell you who can stop them from doing that to us.
Come on, Jim.
It's the people.
That's right.
In masses, you see what they tried to do to Hispanics in California. The brothers came out and they supported them Hispanic brothers. And man, they went to war with the goddamn white man. And then so much so they had to call the military out. And then they had to back up. And that's what would happen if we have the support of the people. But the first thing we're gonna have to do is topple those purple cats. They got and they easy to topple. If we're looking at it from a strategic standpoint, all we got to do is bring out what the Negroes not doing. Because guess what? Y'all doing everything. Y'all brothers doing everything, and y'all doing it the right way. But the difference is we're not pointing out what they not doing.
That's it. That's it.
We need to point out what they not doing. They ain't feeding no goddamn body. How many? I haven't seen them niggas at. Excuse me, I almost forgot on your show.
No, you got to go.
Seen them Negroes at one clothing drive.
If for the word nigga, this is the official real nigga. You
there it is. Well, hey, look, I got all the way loose. I am saying that you're hanging people in the world. Is this Negro in the world? Got all the way loose.
Yeah, right.
But nah, just all you have to do is just keep doing what y'all doing. Like this here was magnificent. How you brothers up here in Chicago came up with the round table of truth.
Yeah,
and man, this is gonna be huge, bigger than y'all even can imagine.
Right. I appreciate that, gentlemen.
Nah, because what's gonna happen is other people are gonna take note of this show, just like Captain Tazariak's show, man. Like I say, my mom, she 83 years old, she watching his show. So that's going to show that what's gonna happen. They're gonna start to find out. And my mother hated the truth at first. She did not like the truth. They thought I was in a cult. Everything she hated. They raised me in the Baptist church.
Right.
But now when she called me just last week and say she's watching his videos, I'm like, well, damn. The truth is getting out there, and it's getting further than what we can see. But slowly but surely, y'all are putting a stake in the coffin of all these vampires. And that's all the preachers, the pastors, all these fake Israelite groups. Y'all are putting a nail in their coffins, Jack. And y'all are burying them because right now, she ain't listening to the church no more. Because you know, she realized that the stuff that I was trying to tell her, although she didn't see me saying it on the video, she heard the brother, Captain Tazariak, bringing out the same exact thing. So now, then she gonna keep looking at the video. She gonna see you. She gonna see Captain Ariya, Captain DeBar. She gonna see these other brothers teaching. And then she gonna say, well, damn, he wasn't the only person saying that. This is worldwide. That's gonna tilt the scales in our favor. And then we going from there.
Damn right. Listen, I like to say, a big testament to all these brothers that rock it out with me every week on this podcast. But me and Yak was talking like a week or two ago how we used to be up there with Commander Junior Hanna when they was doing their podcast up in Philly.
Up in Philly,
you know what I'm saying? Captain Tazariak was a Ramawan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give me right on that.
No, you're right.
He was working
the boards.
You know what I'm saying there? And Junior Hanna, General Muhammad, and General Yak, they used to sit up there and drop so much knowledge. This was Monday night, you know what I'm saying? After General Muhammad
when it was called the grill.
It was called the grill. You know what I'm saying? There used just to be a few of us that stayed every week. I ain't miss it. You know what I'm saying? I used to go get the cookies. Get me right on this, Aria. You know what I'm saying? We used to take the chips and put them in the little coffee paper thing. You know what I'm saying? But it was the best job in the world because, you know what I'm saying, it take faith, you know what I'm saying, to believe in men. You know what I'm saying? And how could you not believe in what Commander Jenny and Hannah dropping? You know, no matter how many brothers in the school, man, like you just said, the truth is the truth. You can't get around it.
That's right.
You cannot get around it. So I want to say big up to Commander Jenny and Hannah, you know what I mean, for starting what he started. The round table of truth is just an added step to what we already started. You know what I mean?
It's funny that you say that because Captain LeBon was speaking on that as well, and when he taught the class last night, and that's what it take. It take real faith to believe in other men.
Real talk.
And guess what? That's one of the problems that we have in our communities is that, like they see y'all brothers. They see the shining example that you all are putting out there to work. But you know what the deal is? It's hard for them to believe in y'all because you can't provide anything for them other than the word. And the word is not tangible. They can't eat it, which they should be eating it and digesting it, but they can't eat it. And that is what the problem is. And if we gonna fix Black people, and again, Commander Junior Hunter gonna get with all y'all captains on this, man, because it's important that we start to make sure that the people realize that, guess what, whenever you having hard times, whenever you up against it, the ISUPK is there for you.
That's right.
And once they really start to know that we there for them, I'm talking about this gonna take going up into the neighborhood, dealing with the people, when they really know that we there, because we done took the street corner from everybody.
That's it.
But when they know that we are there for them, it's gonna change the whole. All the events are gonna change.
Right.
So
I'm hungry right now. So.
Yeah.
Tell them to put one side. Set one aside for the brother.
If I may, Cap, in general.
Get out.
Like what you were saying about like your mom watching Captain Tazaria's videos and stuff like that, and how she said, "Oh, is this you online?" Like that just goes to show like the spirit is getting passed down. Like we really one body in here,
right?
You understand? Like if it means like you've been in here 30 plus years, Captain Tazaria's been here for almost 20, probably coming up on that.
Yeah,
17. You understand? It just shows the truth doesn't change. UPK, we ain't just changing with the times. You understand? We saying one body, everyone's the same, and the spirit is just getting passed down of the Lord, and it's a beautiful thing. It's like you said it, but like if you all ever have to, step to the side, you can trust in like the captains of 13 and captains of 10 to take the helm and keep running with it. That's because there's one body. We don't have schisms and odds and stuff like that, like other organizations do, where they fall, whatever the case, and can't get back up. We know how to solve them problems through councils, and it's through wise teachings and through the spirit of the Lord. So it just keeps going forth, and it's a great thing. And I'm glad I met the bar mine like I did 12 years ago.
Right. It's a beautiful thing. And guess what? Brothers, what we got to understand is this. Like, I'm from Florida. I know y'all can probably hear the Southern drawl saying that Negro country is he want to be. And I am. Guess what? And then I hear the difference in how Captain Tazariak speaks. And it's even different from how you brothers in Chicago speak.
Right.
We gonna have to learn how to overcome our differences in our community.
Damn right.
When we learn how to overcome our differences and learn how to accept the brother or sister for who they are, that's when we truly gonna level up. Because if like we gonna have be at odds with each other, but just like Lamont just said, we know how to go to council. We know how to overcome it, and that's what makes the school strong. But at the same time, we all of us have to learn to accept each other for who we are, and to me, that's a beautiful thing. Like I like the differences in brothers that are from different places, because what I've learned over the years is if I come to Chicago, I'm learning something different from the brothers in Chicago.
That's it.
If I go to New York, I'm learning something different from the brothers in New York. If I go to Cali, out there with Captain Gadalhar, and we went to Vegas and we had a hell of a speaking out there. I learned something different about those brothers and how to get down with those brothers. And of course, I noticed some things that they may do different. But at the same time, I accept it because guess what? They may see things a little bit different. They may do things a little bit differently.
Right.
But that's never a reason for us to, get to the point to where we can't ever come together, sit down and talk and hash our problems out.
Right.
That's what these other organizations can't do.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's why you don't see the candy canes. I don't even know the last time I mentioned the damn candy canes, but you don't see them anymore. And the reason was after their leader fell, they could not overcome who was going to be the next leader, who was going to do this, who was going to run this, and who was going to run that. And then what happens is because nobody can get on one accord, everything just falls apart.
Y'all done?
Yeah, if I could, General, if you don't mind, sir, you mind giving us a little background story? We heard a little about your mother and where you come from. Could we get like some of your family dynamic and like where it all began, sir? If you don't mind.
I'm from Tampa Bay originally, and my family, I have the photos. I think I put them out there before, but I come from a family of slaves, and I have the photos. My great grandmother, I have a photo of her on the plantation in Florida, and then I have a photo of my grandmother with her on the plantation in Florida. So that's where we come from, and so everything has been hard. I don't know if you like. A lot of us are historians, but I like to study the scriptures. But I also like to know what's happening in the world.
That's it.
And what's going on? Baltimore is the hardest place in the whole United States of America to come out of poverty. And if you're born in poverty, there's a 99.9% chance in Baltimore that you're going to die in poverty. The second hardest place to come out of poverty is in Tampa. And that's where I'm from. I'm from Tampa Bay. That's the second hardest place in the whole country to come out of poverty if you're born in poverty. So I come from a place where I never had anything. Was broke. I'm talking about me and Command. Damn, we just talked about so many things. I was on the road yesterday. And so when you ask that, I come from a place of food stamps, welfare cheese, and struggling for every dime. And so sometimes when you come from that, and I'm just speaking to myself right now, that's why brothers will see me going after trying to get as much as I can. And it's not because money is the main thing in my life, but you know what? You get to a point when, like, I'm gonna tell you, on the like the 18th or the 20th of every month, coming up from the time that I was about 7 years old, and I can recollect from about the 20th of every month, the 18th to the 20th, we didn't have food in the house. I'm talking about literally. There was when I went outside to play and we came in, every child would run into the house and you open that refrigerator. There was only water. So you just fill up on water and you run back outside and play. Now, the food that we did have was the food that my mother would have to put together and cook for us. And the reason why I'm bringing that out is, again, like you're going to find brothers and you're going to have to understand we coming from different places. But when you see a brother that's different from you, always try to ask yourself and relate to why that brother is like that. Because look, you know what my biggest fear is not having. It's coming into a home and not being able to eat. And then now as an adult, coming into a home and not being able to provide for my family, for my rib, and for my daughter. I don't ever want her or my rib to experience that. And now, once I came into the truth, my biggest thing is, and it's a hurtful thing, is that I don't want to see none of Israel have to go through that. You know, that is so. I come from a place where I just didn't have anything, and the truth is everything to me. This right here is everything to me. At times, it may not seem like that because I'm so afraid of not having. So when I don't have, I have to sometimes just separate, detach, and be sure that I don't fall all the way back down. And so much so to where, and just to give you a little bit more history, I was in the I went into the military at 17. I heard Captain LeBon say last night in this class that his mother would frighten him all the time because she would always threaten him to put him out the house. And he was saying I was going to die if she put him out the house. I come from a place of poverty so bad. When my mother threatened to do that, I came home one day and it was nothing. My clothes was all that was in the house on the floor.
Damn.
And so that's where I come from. And then after being able to come up here and get into this truth, man, this truth just means so much to me, because now I feel like without the truth, how he said he felt like he would die.
Right.
If his mother put him out the house, I would die literally without this truth. And that's what the brothers have to feel like. They got to understand. Again, we coming from different places, but when you start to, and that's why this platform that Captain Tazaria put together, the platform that Captain Marquardt put together, the platform where General Muhammad teach those classes, man. Y'all don't ever stop doing these things, because it's people out here. If you stop doing this round table of truth, you literally gonna be kicking them back into the world.
Right.
They in the
That's
world right now,
right?
But you are their only hope. He stopped, Captain Tazaria stopped his show. It's people that's gonna die behind that, and literally going to die, because that's what's making them not take that extra hit off of that life. I'm making them say, "Man, I done shot up enough today." These classes and these shows that y'all putting on, y'all are actually breathing life back into people. And y'all got to realize that when I got this truth, that the truth actually gave me life all over again, because I was running. I told Commander Jerry Hunter this. I was in the military. I went in at 17. My mother kicked me out the house, and I didn't have a driver's license. I was supposed to be an MP when I went in, so I was supposed to come back. And when I went back to Tampa, they put me in the 810th Military Police Unit. I was in an MP unit, but I was supposed to, get my driver's license and go right back. Of course, I get back, being poor, broke. I get caught with a quarter key of coke down there. And when I get caught with the dope, to tell you how evil the Esau is, and I don't even know if I should say this, and I hope he ain't knocking at my door, but I'm gonna still bring it out anyway. I never went to jail for it. They never kicked me out the military. I was just told not to return to my unit. And for 6 years, I never got the check. Somebody else was getting the check, and they was cashing the check. For 6 years. Damn. And I can pull my driver's license out right now. I'm an honorably discharged vet.
Right.
So what happened was they made the charges go away. You don't say nothing. We ain't gonna say nothing. Right. We looking at you like you a problem, and we'll just cash your check. You don't say nothing. We'll just keep the money. Damn. Everything will be smooth.
Wow. Good. Nice.
So yeah, and so and I can prove you my driver's license prove it, and I can prove that for after the second year, I never reported for anything. I never had to do anything. So that's where I'm coming from. And the thing is, you got a lot of brothers that's coming from there. And again, we just got to connect. Find a way to connect with your brothers and sisters. Find a way or find something in common, even if it's something minute. Just make some sort of a connection, man, because you never know that making that connection may save that person's life. People come in here that are broke. You know why we in here? Every person in here done been broke. Society broke you. Right. If you came in here and society hadn't broke you, you better thank the Lord that society didn't have a chance to just tear you and rip you in the shreds before you came in. Because that was my situation.
Right.
And so just to round it out, I ended up after that, I got into some more trouble because I couldn't go do my MOS, couldn't report my duty station. So I got in some more trouble and I got on probation. Because I used to, I was in the world, I used to like to rob anyway. And then I got jammed up. And so what happened, I had to leave Tampa Bay. And the brothers that's in the school down there, they'll tell you. They'll tell you how terrible I got with it. So I had to leave. And when I left Tampa, because you have people looking for you, robbing you, jacking people. And so when I left, I got in a real bad car accident. I had been up in DC for about maybe 2 years. I got in a bad car accident. And after the car accident, I was actually working at the time collecting donations for kids down with AIDS in the Black community. I always had a concern for our people. And when I went back to work, this brother asked me what was my nationality. And I told him Muslim, Baptist, Episcopalian, Methodist. I told him everything I could tell him because he said, if you could tell me, because I'm getting dollar donations, I'm gonna make a $5 donation to you. And back then, that was a good donation. You get a lot of money. So the brother, I couldn't answer his question. The brother said, well, you know what? I'm gonna make the donation to you anyways. He gave me the $5. He said, but you gotta promise you're gonna meet me back here tomorrow. And I'm gonna take you to lunch. Now, of course, I'm looking at this nigga like, what? Now you want to take me to lunch? I'm like, down like that. But he was like, nah. And I met the brother, and the brother took me to lunch, and he said, have you ever read the Bible? And I said, yeah, I was raised in the church. You know the Bible? And the brother asked me, what was the color of Christ? And I told him he was an Edomite. I told him he was white. And so we was in the food court. And the brother asked me to read Revelations 1:1. And he started teaching me right there. He said, he broke down what the word revelation meant was to reveal or make known. And then when he went down to 14, and it started to describe Christ. And he said, do those people in here that's eating, do any of them match up with this description? And I said, nah. He said, well, can you tell me who does this look like? What description, who does this match? And I said, Black people. He said, well, damn, can't you think for yourself? So the brother just brought it out that Christ was Black. Then he went to Job 30 and 30, Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. So he started breaking it down, and he invited me to school to come to a class. And this brother, he was a great captain in the truth, but he went with the candy canes and whatnot. But of course, the Lord took who he wanted from that family, because Captain Akkad, his rib was his father's house that I first went to the first class in. But Captain Akkad's rib is solid in here. Captain Akkad's rib, his mother is solid in here.
Right. Big shout out to Captain Akkad.
Damn right. The first class that I actually attended was in his mother's, Captain Akkad's rib's mother's basement in Laurel, Maryland. And from that time on, I went to that class. I didn't believe the truth still. 5 years I was trying to catch the Negroes in a lie. I was just trying to
went to class trying to catch them up. I'm gonna get them today.
I wasn't bringing it out. They didn't know.
Right.
So this was me just saying, okay, I'm going to take what they writing down. I'm going to go home and study. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to bust them out. And it just never happened. And what happened was the brothers were so strong and powerful as I started to watch these brothers. And so we opened a school at 234 Park Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. And when we opened that school, they doing the speaking and everything, and I got up on the podium. They showed me how to read, and they said, Shawamar, next week you're gonna speak. Them Negroes didn't see me for 2 months. I disappeared on them because I was just that afraid. So again, sometimes we gotta understand that brothers are different, man. I thought I was tough in the streets, but I had came up against something that was tougher than me. And it was these brothers in the school in this truth.
Damn, come on,
and I didn't think that I could do what they was doing. So they was calling and everything, man. I would not answer that phone, and then finally they rolled up on me.
I wanted to ask you. Oh, go ahead, Johnny. You got it.
And so, anyways, I ended up going and speaking and did the speaking and got over it, and I've been here ever since.
Damn right. I want to ask you. Had brought up how the brother had taught you the color of Christ. Do you believe that Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians still have a problem accepting that Christ is a Black man? Or do you think people are starting to accept that now?
I think that they have a problem accepting that Christ is a Black man, Blacks and Hispanics. And the reason why I think that they still have a problem accepting is because of the image that the world puts out, and because of the pastors, the people that should be telling them the truth is not telling them the truth.
Right.
And so it's and sometimes once you done just live long enough, you'll realize sometimes it's just easy to believe a lie and go with the flow.
Yeah. That's it.
And that's what it is. So right now it's just easier for them to believe. You know, I'm gonna just go with the flow, and they don't believe it because they don't have enough brothers like yourself, brothers that's in this room to go out and actually, you know, make sure that they know that Yahweh Shai is a black man, and that's why we gotta go down different avenues. General Muhammad has been a huge advocate of us, doing different things, and just trying new stuff, because we're gonna have to break that barrier sooner or later. We're breaking it.
That's it.
But again, we gotta push through. We're right there, but we gotta push all the way through.
Right. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because even though we going to the color of Christ, people still got the white Jesus tattoo to their body, or wearing the white Jesus piece around their neck. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because of the ISUBK, you know what I'm saying, it's very easy now to go and show you that that Christ is a black man. Hell, God is a black man according to the Bible. The Jews is black. Like color is throughout the Bible.
That's right.
But the brainwashing that they didn't put on us for the past 400, 500 years is so strong that even when we show them that this man is black, they still won't accept it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like this damn near like Christianity is 10 times stronger than crack and heroin could ever be.
Damn right. and you know what? People believe in what can help them.
Right.
I'm just tell you.
y'all ain't even pick up on that jewel there. He just dropped a gem on that jewel. That went right over your head. Scriptures say wisdom is too high for a fool. No, I'm only joking.
But no, that's the truth though. People believe in what can help them.
That's it.
Like you don't go out here and try to deal and find stuff that's not going to benefit you. So if the white man is who's paying them, the white man is who's taking care of them, it's easier for them to believe in him, because guess what? He's showing me that he's saying something,
right?
But he backing it up with tangible proof. And then he looked at us and say, "Look, man, my kid's hungry.
Right?
Can you help me with some food?"
Exactly.
And you got to say, "Salakia, I ain't got it right now."
Right.
So guess what? I'm gonna believe what the white man say over you, even though I know that this might be the truth.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get in trouble with master. I get in trouble with master, he may not feed me no more, and then I don't have nowhere to turn. But guess what? The Lord gonna make it to where we gonna become the only place for them to turn. And when they realize that this is where they need to turn and not to the white man, then the captains of 13,000, 10,000, y'all gonna have to live up to them numbers, because you might have them that many people that you're gonna be dealing with. It's hard to believe, because I'm gonna tell you, once the school broke down and we started all over again, it was like 5 of us, 6 of us out there on the street corner. And then look at this now. I couldn't fathom this.
Yeah.
So I know it's gonna come a time that, guess what? The masses is gonna come to this school and they're gonna be looking for guidance from you all. Because the TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Jamal Jennings or Bryant, whatever these pastors is, they're about 10 seconds away from getting killed. I'm talking about by their congregation. When this devil start to tell them that they got to put their kids in the food to eat.
Yeah,
they gonna ask them, why did y'all not warn us? Why y'all didn't tell us? And then on top of that, they gonna say, hold on. Where's all that money I gave you? Where's all that money?
Real talk.
Tell you something about Negroes.
That's heavy. Man, get a general on hand. That's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like damn near, you know what I'm saying? We giving you all this cash, you know what I'm saying? But when because Esau's empire is falling economically, you know what I'm saying? They socially, you know what I'm saying? And when this place fall, like you saying, General, our people gonna be looking for somewhere to get fed.
That's it.
Get clothes and get housed. And you remember last time when disaster came, they closed it. The churches closed their doors. You know what I'm saying? When was that? When the coronavirus came. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't there for the people. The ISUBK, our doors was open. You see what I'm saying? And so it's so heavy what you're saying on our people are gonna be looking for Where's all the money that we didn't gave you? And of course, these cats, being the money grubbing bastards they are, gonna be in, for the had it for themselves. You know what I mean?
The pastors, this is what's gonna happen.
Come on, John.
Lay it out to you,
please.
This is black people.
Mm-hmm.
If we invest in a business with the white man, let's say if you put some money in the stock market,
right,
with the white man,
right,
and you lose it, you don't have a problem with that because you know that's how the white man operates.
Mm-hmm.
You took the gamble, you lose your money. Whenever you do business with a Negro, and he lose your money, it ain't over. It don't stop there. It's like you owe me my money back. It go on and on and on and on. So now the people in the church are going to do this.
Yeah,
they're going to go to the pastors and say, well, look, man, I done been giving you $200 a week for 30 years.
Right.
What did you do with that money?
Exactly.
It didn't take all of that money. And then they're going to say, well, the whole congregation, you got a congregation of 2,000 people that's going to be giving you $300 a week,
right,
for 30 years. And then they're going to do the math because we ain't dumb people.
Right.
They tell you that you're dumb, but we ain't dumb
Oh,
people
no,
by a
no,
long
right,
shot.
by a long
So they're
shot.
going to do the math and say, hold on, ain't no way you could have spent all that money. You mean to
Exactly.
tell me you can't help me feed my kids?
Exactly.
You mean, and the congregations gonna go and start to talk amongst each other.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, look, we need to approach them.
That's
We
right.
need to
Damn
step
right.
in.
Damn right. Damn right.
And they're gonna take flight.
That's
Then
it.
you'll have to, because you know what? Person don't want to see that Rolls Royce you got because they can't eat that much.
Right.
You know, they can't eat it. They don't want to see that. They're gonna want you to be able to give them something tangible that's going to provide for them in that day. And it's
right.
you're gonna have to be able to feed the people.
Damn
Again,
right.
that's
Damn,
what it is.
damn right. DA?
Isn't there a scripture about that?
About them
About people coming up against these pastors.
they
I couldn't find it. I know I had it in my old precept book.
I have because that's what I thought we was gonna do. I have some scriptures pulled up, but I would have to go through all of them to give you that exact one. But if you get with me, I can get the scripture because as a matter of fact, I'll share with you the breakdown that I was gonna bring out today.
Yes, General, if you could, we ready for the breakdown, the scriptures you want to go into, and all that whenever you're ready. You know what I mean?
If you want to do that, you gotta read them. Yeah, we go ahead. And
Let's get it ready. We got it on right there. Come on. While General finding the precepts, whatever, man, big shout out again to General Shawamar for joining us on the round table of truth. You know what I mean? One of the many powerful generals that inhaled it down. And this information right here, you want to take and put it in your head, do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, Christ said, man should not live by bread alone. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're going to need to be fed actual food and housed and all that. But ain't nothing you can get fed that's more valuable than this truth. And like the general was bringing out, them preachers, the one thing they ain't preparing you for is the danger that you about to be in with white supremacy and Donald Trump. That's right. You know what I'm saying? What they preparing, you know what I'm saying, for blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, they are slow death walking you into death camps the same way Hitler did the so-called fake Jews during the time of Germany. And the only thing that's going to prepare you is the truth. We know it's hard to hear. We know it's hard to accept Christ is black, the Jews is black. And we know it's hard to accept that America's going to fall because the white man been your God, man, for the past 500 years. The white man been your daddy for the past 500 years. But here's the problem with the white man. He's a bad father, man. You know what I'm saying? And a bad father, they raise bad children. And because he didn't raise bad children, he didn't turn us against our God. You see what I'm saying? And the only way we turn back to our God is like any father that raised children in his home, you got to do what he say. For you, when he puts you out the house to get back in the house, you got to be able to say, I'm gonna follow the rules of the house. And the rules of the house for us is the laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right. That's right. Go to Micah 3 and 5.
Let's get it in. Y'all write these scriptures down too. Don't have General putting all these scriptures. You ain't writing it down.
You said Micah 3 and 5, General? Con, I got it.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 5. Thus said the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err.
See, the Lord, what's going on is this. This is the reason why we can't come back to the truth. This is the reason why we destroyed as a people. It's because we got these TD Jakes, you got Creflo Dollar, Jamal Bryant. You got all these pastors out here that these people believe in, but they're not benefiting the people. And what they doing is they causing the people to err. Because any church you go to, what they doing? They celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. They into everything that America tell you to be into. So now the people can't do what's right. They confused right now because they're hearing you all tell them, look, Christ is black. These are the laws, statutes, and commandments that we supposed to be keeping. We supposed to not eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster. But at the same time, they hear Jamal Bryant. He dropping a sermon. He got the scriptures all twisted. He telling the people that they can eat any damn thing.
Yeah.
See, so now the people don't know what to do. So they causing the people to err. And so why do they listen to Jamal Bryant? Why do they listen to Creflo Dollar? Why do they listen to TD Jakes over you, brothers? Again, you know what? Because they have the substance. They have what it takes to make people listen. And people don't really care about what you're saying more so than what they can see that you have.
Right.
So if he got that Rolls Royce, he got that Benz, he got all this materialistic stuff, he got the big, beautiful church. Our schools don't compare to what they have. So the people say, you know what? They can't have the truth. The Lord ain't with them because guess what? The people are carnal as hell.
Right.
So they not listening and they not looking for the spirit of the Lord.
Right.
What they looking for is the spirit of the world, and that's what they follow. Right. Go ahead. Any more on that, brother?
Conway Khan, that bite with their teeth and cry, peace. And he that put it not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him.
And check this out. That's what those pastors doing, man. They crying peace. They telling us that everything is going to be all right. There ain't going to be no problems. That's what they tell us, that everything is going to be fine. But what is actually happening? Read the last part of that right now.
Conway Khan, and he that put it not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him.
And see, the Lord didn't tell them that they supposed to be out here crying peace, peace, peace. And guess what? These pastors, they telling you that they down with the Lord and whatnot. But guess what? They really down with the white man.
Right.
Because they down with who's not charging them for those taxes and whatnot. So being that they down with the white man, just like the white man is against the Most High in Christ, guess what? These pastors, for real, they're not down with the Most High in Christ. They down with their bank account. That's what they down. They down with their bank account. Go ahead.
Next verse, sir. Verse 6, therefore night shall be unto you, that ye shall not have a vision, and it shall be dark unto you.
That was all on that. Go to 3 and 11. So go down to the 11.
Come, book of Micah, chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward.
And that's what the pastors do. And guess what? Not just the pastors, the people in the world, man, they judging for reward. They not doing this for the people. They doing this for what they can get. And that's how they pass judgment on the people. That's why when you go to church, how many times have you went to the church and then guess what? They looking at the people and they judging the people. They not judging the people according to who the people are, but they judging them for what?
What they have.
For what they have. That's what they doing. That's how they passing the judgment. That's who they love in the church. The church could never love you, brothers.
Right.
They could never love the sisters in here. Guess why? Because you can't give them what the people in the church is giving them. And that's how they pass in judgment. They judging for reward. That's what they do.
And the priests thereof teach for hire.
What's that? They teach for what?
For hire.
The priests thereof teaching for hire. For what? For money. That's why they teaching. Their whole bottom line is how much money they can actually get out of this. How much money that they can pull out of the people. That's what they want. So they don't really give a damn about the truth, to be honest with you. And the bottom line is they don't give a damn about the people. These pastors, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, you name them. They don't really care about the people. At the end of the day, just like General Muhammad said, life is about war.
That's
and
right.
If life is about war, then life is also about what? Why do you go to war? You go to war to survive. Life is about survival. They doing this just like any other man. You get up and you go to work. You don't go to work because you just want to go to work.
Right.
You get up and you go to work because you got bills to pay. You trying to survive. So guess what? These pastors, not like any man in here that's teaching and doing the work of the Lord, it should not be for what you can get from the truth. It should be that you teaching because you on a mission to serve the Lord. You want to raise the nation back up. You shouldn't be in here trying to say, well, what can I get out the truth?
Right.
If anything, you should be asking, what can you give or what can you bring to the truth?
Right.
And it's exactly the opposite in the church.
And the prophets thereof divine for money.
And there it is. And the prophets thereof divine for money. So the scriptures, a lot of these scriptures, they self-explanatory.
Right.
A lot of these scriptures, they self-explanatory. But the thing is, the scriptures, when you go to church, they're not even bringing the scriptures out.
Right.
When's the last time you went to church and they brought out more than one scripture? They bring out one scripture,
The whole service.
and that's the whole service.
Right.
And then the music started to hype up, and then next thing you know, they ease you on over to the choir. Then after they give you 2 or 3 songs, then they ease you on back over to the pastor. But he's talking about that same scripture. And the deal is, he not doing what we do. And what it is we do and what we was taught to do is bring out the scriptures, but use the words in the scriptures to break the scriptures down. A lot of people think it's hard. It ain't no secret to breaking the scriptures down for real. Anybody can break the scriptures down. Hell, if you don't understand the scripture, all you got to do is have a dictionary and a Bible dictionary and go into it. That's it. And you should have enough common sense. And nowadays in the dictionary, what does it tell you in the dictionary? It's going to tell you which one of those words is should be attached to the Bible, of those definitions. So it's not hard to break it down, but the pastors in there not doing what they should be doing. Go to Isaiah 56 and 10. Isaiah 56 and 10, and this is what we should be. Every brother in here should be this right here. But this is these watchmen. Go ahead. I'm gonna let the scriptures bring it out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 56 and verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
Hold on now. The Lord is saying his watchmen are blind. That's what the problem is. The people that's supposed to be watchmen, what watchmen is the Lord talking about? He's talking about the people that should be looking over the nation of Israel.
Right.
The people that should be actually taking care of this nation. We done been blinded. His watchmen are blind, man. We blind right now. They not actually looking out for the people. They looking out for themselves. That's how you become blind. Go ahead, read on.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
He said that they cannot what?
They cannot bark, sleeping.
Some of these scriptures, man, make you have to laugh at them. Now look, how many of you brothers have a dog? Now, okay, there's quite a few of you brothers have a dog. If somebody knocked at your door and that dog don't bark, what are you gonna do with that dog? You're gonna get rid of it, man. Why are you feeding him? Why do you even have the damn dog? And that's what's done happened to these pastors. Like, they supposed to be watching over the nation of Israel. They supposed to be raising us up, man, helping us out. But what they've done, they've become blind because, and what are they blinded by? Let me ask if somebody know what they blinded by. Anybody?
So like I said, they're blinded by the money and the fame that they get.
There you go. They done become blinded by the money and the fame. So now when the white man do something to us, when he actually kills somebody, harm one of our people, guess what? They turn a blind eye to it. And it's because of the money. If they was to actually go ahead and bring out what they should bring out, like right now, why don't you hear any of these pastors, as many black pastors as it is, why are none of them coming up against Trump?
Right.
Why? I'm talking about publicly.
Right.
Now, that's letting you know that guess what? They turning the blind eye to it. And why are they turning the blind eye? I'm going to drop it because they know that as things get harder and harder and harder, you gonna come to church because you going to the church looking for help.
Right.
And if the pastor start to speak out against Trump, then they cut their money off, just like they did with all of these major universities. If they'll cut millions, I'm talking about multi-millions of dollars off from a major university, you know that they'll cut the money off from a church in a minute. It's tax exempt status and roll the clock back and say, well, you owe us all this money from all this time that you had this tax exempt status. Now we need our tax money.
That's it.
And so now what they doing, they turning a blind eye to what's going on.
Right.
And so and they know that guess what you're gonna do? As things get harder and harder and harder, you're going to come to church and you're going to continue to pay your tithes. And he is going to be supported. You are going to support him. And they just like pimps. They going to play the game all the way out until the people ready to kill them.
And
that's what's going to happen. Go to Ezekiel 13 and 10, brother.
Sir.
And let's see exactly what they done did to the people, man.
Right.
Let's see exactly what they done did. See, without the people knowing this, we can't really get the nation back. Right. Because the people, they in the churches, man. And in order for the people to come out the churches, we got to destroy the Christian religion. Go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13 and verse 10. Because they have seduced my people.
They have what?
Seduced my people.
And I ask you, how did they seduce the people? I'm asking anybody, how did they seduce the people?
Well, it's like, so if I could, would it be because they're saying, the laws are done away with, nobody's perfect, you can basically do whatever you want to do and then just pray about it at the end of the day and you'll be forgiven for it.
You're so close on it, I got to give it to you because you're right. What they've done, they've taken the very book that you're reading right now and they seduced the people with the scriptures. They done twisted the scriptures on the people, and that's how they seduce the people. And that's the only reason why people go to church.
Right.
People go to church because the pastor has the Bible.
Right.
When you walk in the door and up there on the pulpit, what does he have? He has the Bible open. So the people thinking that the pastor and what they getting is coming from the Bible. But you get there and you start to get the sung and dance, and then you forget that guess what? I'm not even getting the scripture. I only have one scripture that I got today. Other than that, I got a sung and dance. So what? They seducing the people, and the people keep coming back for what? What do the people go to church for every week, but they never get?
So would that be? Sir?
I would say they're going to get fixed from whatever issue they have.
That's it. They going for the truth. They going to get fixed. But what happens is he never fixes the people.
Right.
The pastors never fix the people. They instead of the pastor fixing the people, the pastors want to keep the people broke.
Right.
Because if they keep you broken, then you're gonna keep coming back time and time again. And that's what they want to do. They want to keep the damn people broke. Go ahead, brother.
It's almost like General, they go every week so that they sinning all throughout the week. Saturday they didn't already been at the club, so Sunday come, they want repentance. You know what I'm saying? They want peace with the Lord because they know they didn't live like scoundrels. And so it's like that's what I think, like especially when the churches I went to in the South, like that's what they all going for. I even went there. You know what I'm saying? How in my mind, hopefully that the pastor can say, yeah, well, God, you know what I'm saying? They gonna put you to death if you repent.
Where you rocking right along with the scripture, because again, the scripture just said that they seducing the people, and that's how they seducing the people. You sinning all week, and then you done sinned all week, and then once Sunday come around, you go to church on Sunday. And when you go to church on Sunday now, he gonna use the scriptures, and instead of him telling you the truth of the scriptures and telling you right from wrong, he gonna use the scriptures and tell you that you right in what you're doing. And he gonna tell you that you can be forgiven and that you can be forgiven forever, regardless of what you do. And that don't make no kind of sense in the world. If you can be forgiven endlessly for whatever you do, the hell, why even go to church? Why even go to church? They just keep doing what the hell you doing. Once they drop that on you, just keep on rocking and rocking until you leave here. It don't make sense, It just don't make sense at all.
Kind of Wakan, son.
Oh, Khan Wakan. They have seduced my people, saying peace, and there was no peace.
And that's what they doing. They done seduced the people and lulled them to sleep. They saying peace. And guess what? There is no peace, man. But they telling the people that there is peace. And right now, they still telling the people that it's peace. And we should all be able to see with our own eyes that there ain't no peace right now. What we don't realize is that the white man is at war with us right now.
Right.
We don't realize that the white man is literally at war with us. And and again, the pastors is having you think that everything is fine, that it's okay, that it's all fun and games. But they don't realize in 2 seconds, when they take their eyes off of the Hispanic brothers and sisters, who you think they gonna look at next? Who you think they looking at next? They ain't looking at each other.
Right,
for sure. They ain't looking at each other. They gonna turn their eyes on us and say, "What's our next problem that we have over here?"
Right.
They gonna say these Negroes, man, these niggas. They gonna say these niggas is our problem, and then at that point in time, we gonna have a problem. That's it. That's what's going on. Anything else on that?
Khan Wakan. And one builded up a wall, and lo, others dabbed it with untempered mortar.
And that's what's going on. We building up a wall, and they pastors building up a wall, and guess what? The wall that they building up is built up with what? Untempered mortar. What is untempered mortar?
That's like, sir. Untempered mortar would be mortar that's not properly treated. So when it's because mortar is supposed to solidify, very, very solid and stable. Untempered mortar is fragile and brittle, and it's going to break easily.
That's it. So they telling the people everything gonna be all right, everything gonna be fine. So they building up this wall. They giving them that wall is a false sense of security that they building up, and the wall that they building up it up with untempered mortar. Read on and let's see what's gonna happen to that wall.
Khan Wakan, verse 11. Say unto them which dab it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall.
And the Lord saying, you may as well let them know. We're supposed to let them know, man, this what you telling the people is not going to be able to provide for them. This is not going to save them when they need salvation. We're supposed to let them know, man, look, you better stop lying to the people.
Right.
Because what's going to happen, man, is they're going to find out, they're going to discover your secrets is the bottom line on it, is what's going to happen. Go ahead.
Khan Wakan, and ye, O great hailstones, shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it.
And the Lord saying, look, it's when you use an untempered mortar to build a wall, anything, hailstones, wind, the storm, anything is going to be able to come against that wall and it's going to make it fall. Read on.
Khan Wakan, verse 12. Lo, when the wall is fallen, shall it not be said unto you, where is the dabbing wherewith you have dabbed it? Verse.
So the Lord saying now, when the wall done fell, when your secrets done been discovered, when that wall that you built up and gave these people a false sense of security, when it fall, then they're gonna ask a question. Well, where's this mortar that you dabbed the wall with, that you made it strong with? He gonna ask them that question. Go ahead.
Khan Wakan, verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord God, I will even rend it with a stormy wind in my fury.
And that's what the Lord doing, man. Like right now, what we don't realize is the Christian church, through you brothers, he getting ready to tear that whole thing down. The Lord's fury, because when you go out and then we continue to go out, we continue to teach, the Lord gonna tear down all them lies. That false sense of security that they have right there, and with Esau coming against the black man, that whole thing gonna fall. Go ahead, brother.
Khan Wakan. And there shall be an overflowing shower in mine anger, and great hailstones in my fury to consume it. Verse 14. So will I break down the wall that ye have daubed with untempered mortar, and bring it down to the ground.
And the Lord is going to break that wall down. That's what he's saying, the end of it. That's the end of what's going to happen with that whole thing. The whole Christian church, how that whole thing done been set up, how they done deceived the people, all that's coming to a close.
Right.
That's gonna come to a close. But what has to happen to make it come to a close?
Right.
The brothers that's in here right now, we gonna have to go out.
Right.
We gonna have to do what we have to do, and we gonna have to help the Lord. That's what we should be doing.
Right.
We should be helping the Lord by actually going out there with the word, and that's what's gonna actually help breaking the Christian church down. Other than that, the pastor's not gonna stop.
Right.
They don't have no reason to stop.
Right.
That's right.
General, the brother got a question.
Go ahead, brother.
So, you mentioned the mortar. Is the mortar the lies that the Christian church is teaching, and the tearing down of that mortar or exposing its weakness is the truth that you, the generals, and you guys have taught us to teach? Is that the direct clash that we see? And is it okay now to catch them preachers in their own dilapidated houses and tear their ass up? That's
what you bringing out is perfect, brother. The mortar can be considered the lies. Anything that they doing or that they saying that's against the truth or how they coming against the Lord, all of that is the mortar. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to be those purple cats. I see those cats on the internet all the time where they just circled another church. They circled this church. They circled another church. You don't want to be a brother that's out there like that. What's going to happen, how we going to actually be able to defeat them and help the Lord bring this wall down, we going to actually bring that wall down by the things that we actually go out and do, by us actually hitting the streets, by us actually out there teaching. That's how we gonna actually attack that. But at the end of the day, again, we gonna have to have something that's gonna actually make them detach themselves from the Christian church. And what is that we gonna have to be able to do to make them detach themselves? I brought it out already. We gonna have to feed the people. If you can't feed the people ain't gonna follow you. It's just that simple. If you don't have nothing to give the people other than just your words, it's gonna be hard for you to get them to follow.
Sir.
That's the bottom line. And this here is another. Go to Isaiah 30 and 10. Because this here is the mindset of our people. When you're dealing with Israel, you got to also think about the mindset of our people and how we think. And the pastors, they've sat back. You see, I'm gonna tell you, we in the truth and we dropping it, but at the same time, we can't let the pastors outthink us,
right?
Because they looking at the people and they looking at them from like a hustler standpoint, like a pimp or something like that. And this scripture gonna bring out.
I'm a could. Your brother had a question. We could.
Just off what you was that's going on, like, is that what make, and I ask you, BK, of course you've been here for 30 plus years, is that what make us so much more than every other, even fake Israelite groups? Is the brotherhood that we keep? Because none of the other fake Israelite groups you ever hear talk about brotherhood. They don't care about it. They really care about themselves. But I actually BK stand on it for every single statement that they make. Is that the thing that makes us so much, or worlds different than every other fake Israelite group and even the Christian church?
That's exactly right. Because when you go in the scriptures, Christ tell you, like he it's actually commandment that we love one another, that you love your brother as you love yourself.
Right.
And that is exactly what makes us different. That makes us different. And I'm gonna tell you another thing that makes us different. The brothers in here, what y'all been taught is you don't bend on the truth. That's what we going into right now.
That's right.
Is the Christian church, like I say, the pastors really don't give a damn about the people. So they'll flake on the truth, they'll bend on the truth. That's another thing that make us different, is that we stand for the truth wholeheartedly. But the brotherhood is the very foundation. Right. Without the brotherhood, we don't have anything. Without the brotherhood, I'm gonna just tell you, the Christian church and any other organization can take us over at any time. Because without the brotherhood, you don't have anything.
Right.
That's it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 10, which say to the seers, See not.
Hold on. And this is our people now. You going out, you giving them the truth. And I'm gonna tell you, don't think that a lot of people don't know that this is the truth. They know that this is the truth.
Right.
They know that this is the truth. But what do the people say?
See not.
They say to the seers, and who are the seers in this scripture? Anybody? Who are the seers? They say to the prophets, that's it. They saying to you all, they say to the seers, what?
See not.
They tell you to see not. They don't want you to see. Let's find out what they don't want you to see.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
And guess what? That's what they don't want you to do. They don't want you to prophesy unto them right things. So now, just like the bar Moth was bringing out, the Cap was bringing out, if you in the world, it makes it a whole lot easier just to go to the damn church every Sunday. Because guess what? They're not going to tell you that what you're doing is wrong.
Right.
As long as you got that pastor's tithe money, you good to go. Look, now, when you start coming short with his money, I'm telling you, this is real. If you start coming short with his money, he gonna start acting funny and saying, well, yeah, brother, I heard you've been sinning a little bit. That's exactly what he gonna say. Yeah, because you coming short with his money. And in the previous scriptures that we was in, as long as you got his money, he ain't gonna even see it. It don't even matter to him. It don't even matter as long as you got their money, man. That's what we gotta understand, man. These pastors is hustlers, man. Read on.
Khan. Speak unto us smooth things.
And guess what? This is our people right here. That's what we want them to do. Speak unto us smooth things. See, because the truth is rough, man. The truth is rough. And see, people don't understand that. Look, I see some of the stuff Captain Mawquad put out there. I say, damn. the truth is rough. But guess what? That's how you got to be with our people. But you know what? Another one of the biggest problems is, we are people that don't want to be corrected, man. We don't want to be corrected. Somebody, and guess what? That's why you got brothers right now. I'm talking about a lot of these brothers, man. All the brothers that's not here. I had a genuine love for those brothers. They don't ever came to one of our events, done just been around the brothers and the sisters, man. I'm sure all of us ain't gonna be bosom buddies, but you just like to see them on a continual basis and know that guess what? We fighting for a common cause. We have a common enemy that we trying to overcome. And so it's hurtful when those brothers are no longer with us. But you know what it is? The brothers just don't want to be corrected. They want, when they do wrong, they want you to do what?
Speak unto us smooth things.
They want you to speak unto them smooth things. Oh, brother, it's gonna be all right. You can go and sleep with as many hoes as you want to sleep with. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna, and that's what the pastor do. You can go and sleep with all the hoes you want to go and sleep with. You can do whatever you want to do in the Christian church. But guess what? That's where we step in. We're going to have to tell them, nah, you can't get down like that. It can't happen like that. And so now when you speak to them rough things, that's what make them say, you know what, man, them cats in the ISUPK, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to go over here with these purple cats. They got Africans over here. They eat seafood. They can have ham sandwiches. I'm going to just go on over there, man. And that's why this room ain't packed like that. But guess what? The white man, if we stay on our mission right now, he gonna force them the way they gonna have to take the rough talk from us, because all we got to do is control the food. That's control the food, and I'm telling you, you're gonna control the people. That's it, sir. Read on.
Khan, prophesy deceits. Verse 11. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path, because the Holy One of Israel caused the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
And that's what we don't want to do, man. We got to do what's right, because that's what happened before. And that right there, is the reason why we over here catching all the hell that we catching right now, because we don't want to do right. And guess what? We so damn wicked for real. We'll go and tell the prophets. We'll tell the prophets and the pastors and say, man, don't prophesy unto us right things.
Right.
Just speak unto us smooth things. And we know what the end result of that is.
Right.
And what's so sickening is, if you have researched history at all, you'll know that we over here, because of our disobedience with the Lord, once we came up out of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to the book of Deuteronomy, it's going to tell you that. Why are we over here? And then guess what? We over here and we in this captivity. And while we in the captivity, instead of us turning back to the Lord, we telling the pastors, man, don't say the right thing.
Right.
We just rather die, man.
Right.
That's because the Lord for sure gonna kill you.
Yeah,
It's the bottom line. That's what it is.
And that's a people mentally ill. You don't get me right on that.
Right.
They don't want to hear the truth. They want you to lie to them. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a child that if you raising a child, you turn the child into a damn narcissist by not teaching them and disciplining them the right way. So by the time they get old, when they get correction, they offended by the damn correction.
Right.
So we dealing really with a nation full of narcissists damn near. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Jenna.
Narcissists and immature men. You know, I'm gonna just tell you what, because what we gotta understand is this: the women really do what the men want them to do.
Right.
I'm gonna just drop it on
come
you
on
like
with it,
love.
Jenna. Give Jenna a hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna just tell you what the truth is. If like, and just like Captain LeBron was bringing out, if you want to blame anybody for the kids out here with the skinny jeans, if you have kids that are that age to where they can go out here and buy jeans and wear the skinny jeans and all of that, then guess what? Look at yourself in the mirror and blame your goddamn self, because those kids are coming out of our households.
Right.
The sisters out here shaking their asses on the videos and everything,
right?
And dress half naked on the internet. Those are our kids,
right?
Those are our kids. Who you gonna blame? Who can we blame? What, we're not gonna blame anyone. Someone, the blame has to be placed somewhere.
Right.
So the only people that we can blame is ourselves, because those children are coming out of our households. But the reason why those kids are coming out of our households like that is because of the previous scripture that the brother just brought out, is that we don't want to be told the right thing.
Right.
Or whenever we are told the right thing, somebody tell you the right thing, man, I'm telling you, black people are the hardest people to try to tell the right thing to, because they're gonna get mad with you. Like you can't correct the Negro without him hating you for it.
Right.
You can't make a mistake with a Negro. You make a mistake, and this is just on the brotherhood. This is on that brotherhood thing. Look, we gotta learn how to forgive one another, man.
Right.
That's real talk, because it starts with the men.
Right.
Again, it starts with the men. The women are destroyed because black men are destroyed.
That's right.
And black men are destroyed because we're offended by everything. And the truth in it is, why are we killing each other at an alarming rate? You know why? Because you can't even say the wrong thing to a brother. You say the wrong thing to a brother, you look at a brother the wrong way, that Negro is literally ready to kill you.
That's it.
And so how can we build a nation, and how can we expect anybody to respect where we coming from, and we can't even stop killing each other? That's why the white man don't respect what we saying.
Right.
He's like, damn. And that's where it's gonna start. When y'all can clean your own goddamn community up, then come to me and start talking your mess. Until then, guess what? We have to come in and clean up your mess for everything, and nobody can deny that. That's exactly how the white man look at it. He got to clean everything up for us. Where would you at, brother?
Verse 12, sir.
Go to Zechariah 11:4.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 4. Thus said the Lord my God, feed the flock of the slaughter. Verse 5.
And that's what the Lord is saying, man. We got to feed the flock of the slaughter. And who's being slaughtered? Who is the flock? First of all, who is the flock?
So like, sir, would that be blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans?
It's Israel. That's right. And the Lord is saying, go ahead, feed the flock of the slaughter. Read on.
Khan. Verse 5, whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessors slay them. And that's what's going on. Who are we possessed by? Who are we possessed by?
So I can serve the so-called white man.
The so-called white man. And they slaying us and they killing us, man. They killing us, the water. And they killing us. So that's and the only way that we gonna stop that is if we can come back together as a people. I'm talking about not just talking about it, but doing it.
Right.
Understanding one another and really being brothers and sisters with one another. And then, you know what it also takes is for us to care about more than just your goddamn self.
That's right.
That's the bottom line.
Damn right, sir.
So many of us, we out here and we talk about helping other brothers and sisters, but the bottom line is, man, at the end of the day, you really just like the white man. You care about your goddamn self at the end of the day, and nothing more than that. And as long as we operating in that spirit, then we gonna be in captivity. We don't be in captivity. Because you cannot expect for the masses to follow you. And again, that's the sweet seduction that the pastors put on the people. They are able to make the people think that they love them and that they care about them. And they don't. And see, and they looking at us and saying, because we speaking so rough, we speaking so harsh, that we don't care about them. So the only other thing that you can do for the people is you got to be able to actually feed these people. You got to be able to provide for them what's not being provided for them.
Right.
Because right now, all that's happening to Israel is everybody just taking from them.
Right.
Everybody eat off of us, man. Yeah, I'm talking about, and it's sad to say, we talk bad about the white man all the time, and he is the devil on the face of the earth. But we treat our people worse than the white man in most cases. Man.
That's a fact, sir.
You know, we got to just, live up to that.
Right.
If we gonna treat each other worse than the white man treating us, how can we expect the white man to treat us better?
Right.
Yeah, we treating each other worse than he treating us. I know the white man is killing us every day. If you can look at the number of black people that's killed by police violence and whatnot, it's hundreds of us every day that get killed in this country.
Right.
But at the same time, if you look at how many brothers and sisters get killed by black on black violence, it's more of us killing each other than they killing us. That's the bottom line.
Let me continue, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
Khan, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And guess what? The people that's killing us, the so-called white man, they killing us and they not holding themselves guilty. Why are they not holding themselves guilty? Again, because we don't have control over our own people.
Right.
And so if we out here killing each other more than they killing us, then they saying, well, look, all we trying to do is what? Control the zoo.
Right.
We're trying to keep the animals in check because that's how they looking at us. They saying we trying to control the zoo. So now they don't hold themselves accountable for anything that we do to each other. Right. And the problem is we still going to the wrong people for help. We going to the wrong people for guidance. And that's why we are destroyed as a people. And until we can actually go and get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we need, we're going to continue to be destroyed.
Give it up. It's damn near like, General, like we ain't learning for, like, people always say the Lord talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Well, the Lord is talking to us as a nation through these curses. You know what I'm saying? He talked to us 400 years ago when we got, get me right on this, when we got, our forefathers got on them slave ships.
Right.
That was the Most High talking to us. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
The plantation, that was him talking to us. The white man putting crack in our neighborhoods, rushing us off to the prison system. That's the Lord talking to you. And what he's trying to show you is that the God we praying to and the God that we serving every Sunday and the Muslim mosques that we running into, them guys don't hear our prayers, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Our prayers is based off individualism. You see a cat become a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? That cat, because he got money, he think the Lord with him. but yet the community that he comes from is suffering every goddamn day. You know what I'm saying?
it.
Which is what religion produced, selfishness, man. And in the ISUBK, we ain't about no selfishness in here. We about sincere brotherhood, sincere sisterhood, no matter the money. You give us the money, we'll fix this nation overnight. Get me right on that, Jeremy.
You damn right.
You know what I mean?
You're right, and that's what's going on. Is that you got a whole bunch of people. I'm gonna tell you just like this. If black people started to support black people,
come on, Joe.
We don't need the white man for nothing.
Come on, right. They ain't gonna believe
I'm gonna just tell you point blank, plain and simple. I used to bring this out at the speakings all the time. I used to go out there, and this is something that black people can't get through their head. Right now, you know, there is a scripture where the Lord said that we like a crouching lion that's ready. We got our hands, we're getting ready to choke the white man out at any time. And guess what? We can do that at any time. I'm talking about it don't take one gun, it don't take zero violence to do it.
Right.
All we have to do is what the scriptures say. And that's the problem. The scriptures say, what did the scripture say? I believe it's Revelations 18:4. It says, come ye out of her, my people. And so now, because we're not coming out of the white man's society, that's why we destroy it. Because it's this simple. If every black man, woman, and child Monday said, we're not going to work for the white man no more. If you're a trash collector, I'm not picking up trash. If you work in the hotels, I'm not making up any beds.
Right.
If you work in the restaurants, you say, I'm not going to cook no food. If you in the grocery stores, I'm not going to work. What would happen to America if we were just that unified, that every black man, woman, and child, Hispanic man, woman, and child, and Native American man, woman, and child said we're not going to work anymore on Monday? What would happen to this country?
Yes,
I'm talking about day one, they might say, okay, okay. But the third day, when the trash now done started to collect on the side of the road, when the beds ain't being made in the hotels, when the food is not being stocked up on the shelves in the grocery stores. See, what we don't realize, we control America. But guess what? It's a weakling that controls us. We really control. That man had put us in control of America, and not him. It's the Lord that put us in control of America. It's the Lord. The Lord done played a wicked ass trick on the white man, just like he did with Esau and Jacob. He done tricked him into putting us in a position that we not supposed to be in. And I'm gonna tell you who realized that right now. Trump realized. That's why he got all the people out of the government and he firing us. But what happens is they expecting us to take the menial jobs now. But if the black man, woman, and child, Hispanic man, woman, and child, Native American man, woman, and child, if we were to separate the day of tomorrow, America would fold. And I'm talking about, you know what the number one thing a black person gonna say to you if you did this? They're gonna say, well, how am I gonna pay my bills? Check this out. Do you know how many black people own cars? Now, you gotta walk with me through this. If every black man, woman, and child, Hispanic man, woman, and child, and when I'm gonna just say black man, woman, and child, and you know I'm talking about the nation of Israel. If all of us said we're not going to work and we don't go to work for a week or two, they can't repossess all them cars. They don't have enough manpower to repossess the cars. If they stop sending electricity to all of our houses, then they're not gonna get their money for their electricity. And so now you got it trickles down to everything that makes their society work. So they can't repossess all the cars. They can't evict all of us. They ain't got manpower to evict everybody. So if we was just in unity and say, you know what, nah, man, we just ain't taking this shit no more. And say, guess what? The deal is gonna be, we not gonna move until we ready to move. And that's similar to what happened in Egypt when we came out of Egypt. That's how we walked the hell up out of Egypt. It's similar to that, man.
General, let's have what you're saying. We almost quick.
we almost was about to be ready. I had my hat off to the brother. What's the brother name who took the knee?
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. Because brothers like him were trying to strike that up in us. You see what I'm saying? And it's always as soon as we get to that spot, them sellouts. You see what I'm saying? The ones that got what we don't have that we put there. And it's always the argument about we have the power, which is what you're saying is so heavy because we do have the power and potential to make everything shut down. Mm-hmm. Even with like the cat Jay-Z, like when he got up there and did what he did, man, if black people didn't want Jay-Z to be where he at, he would never be there. They would remove him quick. But we don't think we could do that because of the history of some damn discography that he gave us or some type of music that he get. Man, listen, I think that when it comes to black people and the power that we do have, I think we scared of it ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Because we scared of really what's about to be happening when you really got to get, because they done read the Bible. They seen we had to go through the wilderness for 40 years. We had to, wean ourselves out of Egypt all the way up to where we got, and it was a rough thing. And we don't want to not, be able to eat steak at Ruth Chris. We don't want to not go to Cooper's Hall. We don't want to not, have the things that we got. So we're afraid of that fight that we have to do. And I think with us being able to be here in the Israelite School UPK, that's the hope that the people need because we're doing it without the white man's help.
If I could,
go ahead.
What you're bringing out is so heavy because, and if anyone wants to doubt it, we just had an example of that earlier this year when Trump started all of these deportations and he's deporting our Northern Tribe brother, our Hispanic brothers. They had to realize, whoa, they stopped. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because the migrant workers is what keeps this country going. So now it wasn't nobody out there to pick the fruits and the vegetables, cutting the lawns and in the kitchens, you deporting them out of everywhere. And Trump had to look because it started to affect their economy. It started to affect their daily lifestyle. And so he peeled back. Even though the ICE is going crazy, he still had to peel back some of those deportations and basically say, if you're an essential worker, we're not going to deport you.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So like you said, sir, if we could just stand up for a minute and stand down from America, America will crumble down around us and they'll be quick to negotiate with us.
That's it. Like what you just said is heavy, brother. What you and the Cap brought out is right on it. It's because that's all we have to do. And that comes back again to just following the scriptures. And that's all we have to do is unplug for 1 second and we good to go. I'm gonna hit you with one last thing and then I'm gonna go ahead and let the Cap have it back. Another thing that we are so deceived by is by money. We think like you got to ask yourself this right here. When it comes to money, is there really inflation? And so a lot of times I be thinking stuff like this. My thinking be, I love the truth, but I be thinking about what's happening in this world and what's happening around me. I had to take a look at this whole thing about America is at a deficit. And I want to know how many of you brothers ever thought about that. Is America really at a deficit?
Right.
Or is America really hurting for money when they can send billions and trillions of dollars everywhere else? And we sleeping under bridges and we struggling to survive every day. Right. So what I had to do, I had to say, well, I'm going to go in and I'm going to break this whole thing down. And I'm not going to be long-winded with it. But when I broke it down, I'm going to tell you what happened. What I started to understand was this. Money, they created money to put you in different socio-economic levels and statuses.
Right.
The more of this paper that you have, and really it ain't even the money, because if you got $1 million, try to go to the bank and say, I want $1 million cash. I ain't gonna call the police on your ass. You can't even go get it because it's just numbers now on the computer.
Right.
Because this phone, and so that you can understand, what was this phone? Where does this phone come from? I'm gonna see if y'all really thinking with me. Where does this phone come from?
Where does it come from? Of course, a black inventor, but it's made all out of silicone.
I'm saying what country? Not the country. I'm going real deep on you real quick. Where does this phone come from? Where does this mic come from? Where does this table come from?
Oh, so
where does any of this stuff come from?
The earth, sir.
It comes from the earth. So now, when you understand that, and you got to look at this, America, and because of their technology, they can actually make a chicken ready to eat. It can hatch out the egg, and in a week later, that joint ready to eat. I'm talking about they can shoot him up with something, the cows and all of that.
Yeah,
so the real wealth ain't in the money that they have. The wealth is in the land.
Yeah,
that's where the wealth is at. And guess what? That's why they reneged on the 40 acres and a mule, the whole deal, because they realize that guess what? If you got the land, you can't control the people if they have the land.
Right.
Because now with the land, you can go do what? You can go and you don't have to depend on the white man for what you're gonna eat for nothing.
Right.
So money really don't even matter, but we don't realize that.
Yeah,
and once we start to realize that, is that like America will never be broke. That's why they conquering all over the world and the wars that's going on. If you really going deep and looking at what's going on in the Ukraine, they want the goddamn minerals. The minerals that they dig out the ground is what they use to make the semiconductors and all of that for the phones, the cars and whatnot. So whoever controls the land is who are wealthy. And I'm gonna tell you, the white man be dropping this, but he always drop it and it go above a lot of our head. In the Game of Thrones, I know a lot of brothers was watching that movie. That's what that whole thing was about. Controlling the land and conquering lands, because the more land you have, the more wealth you have. That's what we don't have. We don't control any of the land, so we don't control any of the wealth. So no matter how much money a Negro think that he got or he say that he got, that's what you ask that Negro. Look, because the white man all he got to do is push one button and make it go to zero, and you don't have no money. And that's what we not understand. And we got to ask ourselves, what are we going to do, or what would we do today if the white man put 2 police officers with semi-automatic weapons at every grocery store and say, you can't come in here and buy nothing. You say you can't buy no more food. But you can go up to the Harris plantation down there. They got food for you if you go eat. What you gonna do? See, we ain't even thought on that level, because you can't fight him physically. To tell you physically, you try to fight this white man with like, we got guns and whatnot. We'll take a lot of casualties. We'll take a lot. So we got to understand what's important. And at the end of the day, nothing is more important than the brotherhood, and nothing is more important than this school. Never forget that. If you got this school and you got your brotherhood, we'll be able to survive anything the white man throw at us. Coming together and putting our heads together. And that's what we've been able to do throughout the whole journey since the scriptures was being written, is we was able to come together as a nation, even at our lowest, and the Lord bring us out as a nation. So as long as we operate as a nation and keep this brotherhood tight, we're gonna be solid. That's it.
Damn right, sir.
Give it up. Damn right. Man, listen, General, we want to thank you again for coming on the round table. Y'all get General Shawamar, man. This was an excellent way to kick off the Midwest 5 weekend. You know what I'm saying? Without question, you dropped it heavy. And of course, we definitely want you back again, General, because we know you got more information you want to drop as well. You know what I'm saying? So big up to General Shawamar. You know what I mean? Coming, dropping, and doing what he did. Also want to say big up to Captain Tazar Yacht. You understand? Rocking it out with us. My hosts, man, they here in attendance as well, doing what they do every week. Give it up for Officer Lamar Yala. Lamar Yala, you got any announcements?
As always, make sure to go like, follow, share all Roundtable of Truth, Real Nigga University social media pages out there. Appreciate everyone that donated to the super chat today, and so we appreciate your support. Understand? As well, make sure to tune into tonight General Mahyman's scripture breakdown class. You understand? That will be at 6 p.m. Central Time. You understand? He's going to break down the scriptures like he does also masterfully. You understand? And make sure tomorrow morning to attend the felony expungement and gun restoration program. You understand? From Officer Laban under Commanding General Yohana. Then right after that, of course, we have Commanding General Yohana himself.
Damn right,
You understand? He's
right.
got his lecture, I believe, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time as well. His lecture, Are we done yet? And where do we go from here?
That's right.
You know, so make sure to tune in. Go get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's a free lecture you can come to at 9909 West Roosevelt Road, Westchester, Illinois.
That's it. I just want to say something on that whole "Are we done yet?"
No. Captain Knight.
No. I just want to say that on Journey and Hunters, "Are we done yet?" Like the title is so heavy, man, for all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to tune in, because the "Are we done yet?" is talking about the failed leadership. You know what I'm saying? Before this day,
Right.
Many of our leaders that we love and that we look up to, they in the grave, man. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, are they in the grave? You got to take their philosophy and throw it in the grave with them.
That's right.
Like that whole joining hands that Martin Luther King talked about. The brother, he in the grave now. That right there, the whole thinking you gonna join the white man, you need to take that philosophy and throw it in the grave with him. Take that shovel and bury it. It's over with.
That's right.
Malcolm X, that whole, you know what I'm saying, thing he tried to do with us, teaching us that join us to a religion of the Arabs. When Black and Hispanics, you're not an Arab.
Right.
So Islam ain't gonna ever fix you.
Right.
It look good to put on a bow tie, sell them bean pies. I get it. Bean pie is pretty good. I had a slice one time. It was decent. But that ain't gonna what's fixing us.
Right.
And Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? You know, prominent cat, you know what I mean? You got to take that shovel, and he's dead, man. And that philosophy is dead as well.
That's right. Sir.
Marcus the Garveyites. Y'all still talking about Marcus Garvey. This guy been dead for a long time.
Right.
Now, we ain't saying that we should come down on them because they dead, but the philosophy, what they taught, you got to bury it with them.
That's right.
Christ, you know what I'm saying, ain't been here for 2,000 years. He the brother that you should still be following, because it go to show you that what you drop, whatever you leave in the earth, the legacy that you live is most important. And the legacy that them brothers left, it didn't work.
Right.
Now here Commander Jenny Hanna is stepping on the scene. Y'all want to hate him. Y'all want to bury Commander Jenny Hanna before he can even get super prominent like these leaders that y'all look up to. Why? Because he got the truth.
That's
man.
right.
Big shout out to Commander Jenny Hanna for holding on to the truth. If you missed this lecture, you a damn fool. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Sir. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be broadcasting it live from the Round Table Truth. We're gonna have it right here at 9909 Roosevelt Road. You come in, it's free as charge. You can come see it live in person either way. But this is something that you should not miss. I'm turning back over to the brother.
Come on. Then next up, of course, Saturday we have our back to school giveaway, food and clothes as well. You understand the address is going to change. You understand we will be announcing the location shortly. Then lastly but not least, we have the.
Let me say something on that. Okay. Like we had to change. You know what I'm saying? Now this got to be brought out. We had to change. We was giving out food, clothes, and school supplies to a Hispanic community in Chicago called Little Village. We had to cancel that spot because of ICE.
Right.
Like the Hispanic people in this community, you know what I'm saying, are petrified. You know, like this ICE thing ain't no joke. We had to cancel it pretty much, the site, because the people who we were doing the partnership with did not want to put the people at risk, and neither did we.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. And so not just that, they got an event that was supposed to be this weekend, Fiesta del Sol, which is the biggest Hispanic festival in the country. They canceled that because of ICE. You understand? So to go to show you that the persecution that the Hispanics under is just the same way the persecution that the so-called fake Jews suffered under Hitler. You understand? We told you this before. Soon Donald Trump got in office. What did UPK tell you? Hitler is in office 2.0. We told you that. Did you listen? Nah, you ain't listen. Because you always, like the brother pulled the scripture, you don't want to hear the truth.
Right.
And when you don't hear the truth, you're going to walk yourself into a goddamn grave.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So because of that, we got to find a different location to give out the food, clothes, and we're gonna find one. It's still gonna go on. Nothing is gonna stop us from going to our Hispanic brothers and connecting with them and being the family that we supposed to be. Nothing. I just want to say that.
You understand? And last but not least, August 3rd on Sunday, we'll be having the Black and Brown Unity Cookout at Calumet Beach Park from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Bring your family, bring your loved ones. As long as you're a Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, come eat some good food. Show some brotherhood and sisterhood, and what it means to follow an example of a real Black leader or Hispanic leader, which is commanding Johnny Hanna himself of the Israelite School of UPK.
That's right.
And listen, I also want to give it up to my co-host, Officer Yaradon. You plug what you need to plug, brother.
First off, you know what I'm saying, I want to just make mention everybody pay your tithes.
Pay your tithes.
ISUPK.com.
That's right.
Support this work of the Lord under Commander General Yohana, man. You see all the work that's being done in this place.
Damn right.
But if you want any merch, you know what I'm saying, you want any merch, shirts, you know what I'm saying, sweaters, the whole nine, go to www.diversitymall.com.
Damn right. Listen, y'all see these beautiful shirts we got on. Real Nigga University. You see Captain Carr. I mean, Tazar Yak and the Carr Chronicles wearing the Real Nigga University.
Right.
But don't buy it. Remember, I told you this before.
What you tell her?
Do not purchase that Real Nigga University t-shirt if you ain't a real nigga.
Right.
I don't want you getting beat up. You getting beat up in the shirt. I thought you were real. And then your woman gonna tell you after you get beat up, well, Captain Marquardt told you not to wear that shirt. Don't put the shirt on. You supposed to go get a fake nigga. Right. Don't do that. All right? A big nigga university. Or better yet, you're supposed to put on some purple and gold like IUIC. That's the real bitch nigga university t-shirt. That's IUIC. Okay. Man, listen, man. So you done, y'all done big up, man. Go cop that t-shirt. He got all type of stuff. Go online and support this brother, man. Right. Also, I want to give it up to my co-host, Officer Iwalum. Anything you need to plug, Iwalum?
Yeah, come sir, if I could. If everybody can tune in next Thursday to the Roundtable of Truth, myself and Officer Karyash will be doing a segment, the War Report, where we give you your World War III updates. So make sure you tune in to that.
That's it.
That's it.
Also, Officer Maya, anything?
Comic-Con, sir. As Officer Lamont mentioned earlier, go to eventbrite.com to get your free tickets for every event that we are throwing this weekend for Midwest Fire Weekend.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Help drive that algorithm up. Get 20 tickets. They free.
That's it.
Don't limit yourself. Get 20 tickets and then also attend all of our events. Bring your family, bring your friends. This is a family-friendly event. If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American, this is necessary for you, especially Commander General Yohana's lecture.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Also, sir, every Saturday, tune in and go to isupk.com in your local city and tune into the Sabbath service, where every Saturday we go through the scriptures from Genesis to Revelations. We read the ancient Hebrew, also the English translation, so you can get a proper breakdown of these scriptures and get to know a major segment of your history if you are an Israelite.
Damn right. Give it up. Like always, I got to give it up to my engineer team, General. You know what I'm saying? They do such an excellent job. You understand? Officer Ramawan. Oh, yeah, Officer Ramawan, give him a hand. And Officer Raj Karab. I like to highlight these brothers for them t-shirts they got on as well. Round Table Truth, looking crispy and clean. You sisters should give them some just off the strength of how these brothers look.
If I could too, I want to big up my brother, you know what I'm saying, Officer Rumble. He came up with that design. That's it.
Damn right, brother came up with the hellafire design. Hellafire brother there, man. You know what I mean? If anybody tried to take him out of the city of Chicago, I'm taking you to council. Just know off the top, Salaki. It don't even matter who it is. Y'all got to go to council. You know what I'm saying? Man, I also want to highlight, man, some of these mighty captains. There's tons of brothers in the room. I ain't gonna be able to get to everybody, but I like to highlight some of these captains that we got in here. Captain Nia Thought, give him a hand. Just walked in. Just had the North Carolina cookout. That was a total success. You know what I'm saying? Also, we got in here Captain DeBar Moffa's in the building. Captain Arias in the building, Philadelphia. And Captain Hadar Yala, Detroit, Michigan in the building. We got tons of other mighty men in here that you can come meet later on tonight at the class. Right. I am Captain Marquardt under. I love saying that. Man, a lot of y'all don't like to pay homage, you know what I'm saying, to the cats that you serve. Not me. Right. I am Captain Marquardt, better known as the Midwest monster of goddamn mayhem.
Damn right. Damn right.
Play no game with these niggas. Okay.
Put some respect on that name.
Under Commander Jenny Hunter, man, we out. We see you next week, Friday night, 8 p.m. Roundtable Truth.
That's right.
Shalom.
What's going on in Israel? Commander General Yohana, ISUBK, doing it like we do. I can't stop, and I ain't gonna use no baby oil. We're gonna do it right, you know, right? Okay, we're gonna keep it righteous, but we're gonna keep pushing this truth to save brothers and sisters' life. So I'm on today to tell you about the Midwest Fire Weekend. Now, brothers out of Chicago and whole Midwest, Detroit, Kentucky, who else they got? Indianapolis. I mean, there's a ton of cities in that Midwest. Forgive me if I missed those cities. And all those brothers are going to come together for the Midwest Fire Weekend. And what's going to happen in the Midwest Fire Weekend? It's the biggest and best, one of the biggest and best opportunities for you to get a close-up look at your brothers teaching this truth. A lot of you brothers are out there, been studying, you joining the knowledge, you ready to go, you know you got to hit that street eventually, you getting your crew together, y'all working on these scriptures, but this is what I want you to understand. I want you to take a moment and come through the ISUBK so you can wash all them lies that they've been telling you about before you get here. You're going to have to do that for yourself so you don't get played out there. So this week, that weekend, July 31st to August 3rd, I got General Muhammad here. All of you seen his class. Nobody matches it. He's bad to the bone with the knowledge of the truth. I got Cat McCard with me right here. Another bad cat runs the Hebrew Academy. You see all of them tapes all over the internet, busting millions of views right now, killing the game. You understand? I got brothers coming through to do expungement. Got so much freely to every brother to show you that the greatest weapon he ever had that was given to us from Christ was a real brotherhood. Midwest Fire Weekend, I don't care where you at in the country, take a moment, get in them wheels, hop on that plane, July 31st, August 3rd, go on one of our websites, pull up the hotel, come on out there, bring your crew, you all right. I know a lot of y'all be thinking we too militant, we too hard. Brother, we've been fighting for this truth since 1969. We gonna be hard. But it don't mean you in any danger. We need each other now. You need to not just be out there on your own. Everything that Trump is doing and America's doing, we need to bring the body together. So come on down. I'm doing my lecture. I don't do that many lectures, but I'm doing the lecture this year. A couple of them actually. And one of them will be during that weekend, and we'll be talking about everything Trump and them's doing. The third world sport with Iran, Saudi Arabia, the Israelis, they still over there shooting. They just hit a air base in Jordan. They killed 3 soldiers, wounded 34 others. Both sides are arming up like crazy. Ain't nothing stopped. They had a little ceasefire, but they arming up like crazy. Now China is bringing a new jet. What's the name of that jet? J-10C. The J-10C. This is a super duper high power jet. It's a jet made to compete with the F-16 and the F-32 it is? The F-35. So that's they top. They bring in their top dogs into the theater. But here's what the Chinese got. Their jet can put 12 missiles on the bottom of the jet that are hypersonic missiles. These missiles can't get shot down. Wherever they fire at, they move so fast any defense system cannot take it. All this is the Lord's doing. At the same time, Donald Trump is trying to lock up all of our Latino brothers. He thinks he can turn our country, this country we built, into China, where he have our Latino brothers doing all the manufacturing. The boy is psycho. Now we in the end. Wake up, come into the body. So I'm inviting you now. I'm Commander General Young. I'm just an old chief talk. Okay? I done held this game 40 years. You owe me to at least come see me when I say come see me before you hit that street. That's just respect. And you should know that, and everybody knows that's how it goes. So come on, see me, man. You in good hands, you safe. Sister's gonna feed you. I want to holler at you, man. I don't want to see you after you make 10,000 or general. I want to see you now, so I can see where you start and where you finish. Come holler at me, man. The Midwest Fire Weekend. Captain Mawakwa, he's in charge. Him and his team from Chicago. They gonna do it up, and they do it every year, which is why it's so popular. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody come out, man. Now is the time. Bring this body together, man. I see y'all later. Y'all want to say something before I go? Y'all good? I see you out there, man. Midwest Fire Weekend. Big shout out to Captain Mawakwa and his whole team out there. We'll see you then, y'all. Shalom.